plot of Disclosure Day rests on one absurd central conceit, and it has nothing to do with aliens. The central conceit is that the general public will not believe information is true unless it's filtered through corporate television news.
We're interrupting our coverage.
As the movie starts, the protagonists have already stolen government secrets. And then they go on a 2-hour chase to a TV station so they can broadcast the data live to CNN and NBC and CBS. Now, at any point, they could have uploaded it to the internet after about the first 5 minutes. They could have uploaded it to social media. They could have distributed it via BitTorrent. They could have sent it to an independent journalist or WikiLeaks. At any point, they don't do any of that. They need to broadcast it live on television.
This is Disclosure Day.
The notion that corporate news institutions are the arbiter of truth and that they legitimize information and that we won't believe it unless we see it on TV or read it in the New York Times is such an outdated, out-of-touch, neoliberal boomer idea that it is laughable on its face in 2026.
I hear it's gibberish. I can't understand it.
Most of you watching this already know to be extremely skeptical of what you see on corporate TV news or read in the newspaper. If we didn't have independent media, if we didn't have social media, we'd have no idea what was going on in Gaza. We wouldn't know about Israel's genocide there or their crimes in southern Lebanon, because corporate news is in the business of manufacturing consent.
And an agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
To be clear, I'm not talking about news bias in favor of one or another political party. I'm talking about the deeper systemic bias, the bias in favor of power, the bias in favor of corporate sponsors and capitalism, in favor of imperial policy. Because that exists regardless of what political party a news outlet may or may not support. Which is not to say that there aren't some really great individual journalists out there. There are, and they're trying to do investigative journalist work, but it is really difficult for them within a corporate structure that is designed primarily to uphold power, not challenge it. And these institutions have basically operated like this forever. I stopped trusting corporate news back in the early 2000s when the US invaded Iraq, and I saw that corporate news was essentially cheerleaders for that war. They operated as stenographers for the people in power and provided cover for the war crimes that were being committed. So back then, I turned to the internet to get my news. I started following independent news organizations like Democracy Now! And today I do much the same thing. I follow independent journalists online. I see them reporting directly via social media. And I still follow Democracy Now! Given all of that, it's bizarre and uncanny to see a big budget blockbuster movie that hinges on the idea that we should trust corporate media and not trust social media.
What a good time.
Magnificent. Yes. Yes.
Fuck off. Fuck right off forever with the power of 1,000 dicks. Okay?
Yeah. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to you all who are watching, and welcome to Malachi. Edger than now. How's it going?
It's going all right. How are you?
It's pretty good. I just saw, the better ending to All in Good Time. I don't know if you saw that, but it's objectively it makes more sense anyway. It's a gag, and it is something that is a coherent thing that happens in the film, right? Like it has set up, and it just pays off, and it's like, okay, that makes sense. That's the one thing that makes any fucking sense in that short film.
It's up there.
Welcome. How's things been going?
Pretty solid. I am finally getting some of my shit together, vis-a-vis actually releasing my book and things like that. I don't have a concrete date or anything, but it's going to happen this year. I'm certain of it.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to it. I will read a copy, or I will buy a copy actually. Yeah, that's pretty cool. What stage are you at right now?
I'm at so I just did my personal final editing pass. I've already had developmental editing and stuff done, out of house and whatever. So basically where I'm at is getting some general cover redesign stuff, like the logo just needs to be updated from what it was made by my guy. He made it in like high school, you know, so like we can do a better job now. And then getting like storefront stuff set up. And then I think I'm going to make a couple of like posters and like ads and things like that. Cause I kind of want to do more than just like drop a book, you know. I'd like to.
Is this a self-published thing or what?
Yeah, it's going to be 100% creative control is in my hands.
Gotcha.
But I have like, you know, I want to, I mean, I'm already like thousands of dollars in the hole on this thing. I am not making the money back that I put into it. But I want to do, you know, I have some ideas for various ways to make it more of like a fun and interesting release. And since I'm not a good business person, I kind of need to take my wins where I can get them.
Right. Yeah. That's the hardest thing for me, is always like trying to find a way to make money doing the things that I, you know, do creatively that I just like want to and feel compelled to do. Right.
Yeah.
And I look around, I'm like, wait, people are going to expect me to make money with this. Like I'm kind of expected to, right. And yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah, I'm at the point where I'm like, if I make back like a third of what I spent on it, I'll consider that a success. Like,
hell yeah. Well, you know, good luck to you on that, and I will support however I can.
I appreciate it.
Like, let's say that, you know, it gets a little grip into the culture, and more people, you know, read it than you expect, or something like that. Do you have a plan for like a series, or is it just like a one and done?
Yeah, I do. So it is an entire. The series is going to be either 6 or 7 books, which, you know, that's the rough outline. The basic premise for this whole thing is like everything is kind of like every book in the series is written in a slightly different style. So I've actually written the second and third books, like the first drafts of them, basically. And so the first one is kind of like a sort of apocalypse thriller sort of thing with some really interesting, I think, mechanics kind of thrown over top of that, story-wise. The second one is sort of written more like a almost in like a Saturday morning cartoon format. Whoa. In the ways that the stories are set up. It's broken up into several kind of like episodes almost. It's sort of meant to read like a season of TV. And then the third book, I have to kind of work on exactly how I want the style to be shifted, but it sort of blends those two things together. And then the fourth one is going to be completely different from that, and so on and so forth. But
that definitely sounds unique. Speaking of unique, Bob's here. Hey, Bob.
Oh no!
Hey, man.
You found me.
It's been a while. Seems like you know, we haven't been doing this much, man. What's going on?
No, I the issue is I usually have been closing on Wednesday, which is kind of annoying. But
I've been also pretty busy.
But yeah, then you were like, hey, let's go live now. And I was like, oh, well, you know, I'll push back my solo stream. Maybe we'll even discuss some of the stuff I wanted to do for my solo stream on here. And I can just do some comic books afterwards.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so I figured we talk about you know, so I have this copy, this file that is as far as I know, the completed for the most part. It seems like, I don't know, it's hard to tell. Next Critical Drinker written Ryan Drake short film thing in the whole you know, Ryan Drake series that everybody's fucking just really excited about.
Well, I mean, I imagine, like, obviously the first one got a lot of negative response. I imagine he learned a lot from that and has developed his craft, right?
Well, I mean, he didn't hire that goddamn bitch again. You know what I mean? The one that ruined
the one that messed up the movie. I can't believe he said that.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't gone back to look at this. But somebody commented on my review of Mahler's movie that in the behind the scenes, Drinker makes a weird comment, something to the effect of like, look what you can do when you, or look what you can accomplish when you hire good actors. And it like totally, and I haven't gone back to listen to it. So I do need to go and find like the timestamp or whatever for that. But it totally like read as basically him continuing to shit talk the cast of his original thing.
But several of them are in this. That's the thing. That's weird. It's just like the guy doesn't know how to not burn
because they've become better actors, obviously.
Yeah.
I
mean, there's a couple of these guys that are that he got for, I don't know, I don't doubt he got them, but like that were casted that are kind of interesting looking, I suppose. So I can see why, like, aesthetically maybe they were cast, but it's not like the acting's very strong with anybody. It's also just really they're all let down by the goddamn writing. It's all pretty, bog water kind of bullshit.
I mean,
But
I'm not gonna lie. From now on, I want all these movies to end with some random dude just exploding gas from the back of his neck. Just randomly do that. Every
somebody
movie.
keep pointing out that, like, apparently this. I didn't think about this. I don't remember exactly the beginning of fucking Rogue Elements, but like apparently the first two each start with a gun malfunction or something like that. Is that what happened?
Now that that's pointed out to me, they also both involve characters being taken out by gas. That also happens.
They do, yeah. I know.
So I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see if they go 3 for 3. But I was gonna say, so if I remember correctly, Rogue Elements was co-written by Drinker and Grant. That's my recollection of it. Whereas this one is directed by Grant, but entirely written by Drinker, at least according. I briefly saw the credits. That's what it looks like to be the case, which seems kind of bizarre to me. I know a lot, like, you know how people are like aficionados of like a given director. You know, they'll be like, oh yeah, I've seen every single like John Hughes movie, and I can tell you everything he's ever done in his career or whatever. I guess by technicality, I am a Travis Grant aficionado in that I have gone back and watched like pretty much, I think, his entire filmography.
Oh shit.
I know. I was just like, I was curious about it, and like, I mean, he's very amateurish, which is fine in and of itself. He seems like a pretty sincere guy, and given all of the like re-edits that the original what's it called, Rogue Elements has gone through, it very much comes off to me like he is the only person holding any of this together.
Sure. Like taking and really trying to put a hard, put his hard work into it. Yeah.
And so to me, like, it raises the question, if this project, if Trial by Fire really was only written by Will Jordan, which he's the only one credited on here, that seems to me to be a huge mistake. Like, I'm not going to say that Travis Grant is an incredible writer or anything like that, but he is clearly much better at this than Will Jordan is.
Well, so I have skimmed it, and I know what happens. Essentially, I'm aware of the contents of the film and the story itself. I'll save it because I don't want to spoil anything. But I feel like there's some psychological evaluation we can do on Will Jordan based on some of the contents of this thing. It's kind of odd whenever, especially knowing that what we know about his obviously less than stellar views on women generally.
What?
Yeah, I hate to.
Wait, Critical Drinker?
Yeah.
Didn't he have a Pride banner over Pride Month?
Yeah, I don't know if you ever noticed. Sometimes his videos, he kind of maybe hints a little bit that he's not like cool with women. Sometimes.
Will Jordan, the New York financier.
So yeah, we'll see what we can make of that. I just wanted to throw that out there to keep in the back of your mind whenever we check it out, because yeah. So I'm pretty sure that this one chick, this Andrea Pavlovic, she was in Rogue Elements, right?
Yeah, she was the not the half semi love interest Russian lady. I think she was Russian. She was the one that was like on their team.
Okay.
Yeah, the one that like fought that giant guy and
the girl boss. Yeah.
Not the one that tanked an RPG shot. The one that.
Yeah, the other girl boss. Yeah.
Wait, so it was the blonde one that like just kind of walked off a fucking RPG, right?
Yeah.
No, this is the one that actually aimed for Drinker's head, or dick, but shot him in the head.
Yeah. Oh, that will never get old to me. That is the funniest. Like, it's crazy that they would have any character do that, but especially given like his entire political ideology.
Yes.
That they
So I mean, the version that I have, and I can't, I'll never give away my sources of where I get hold of these things, but if you're a supporter of some of this stuff on whatever Patreon or whatnot, you can get access to different versions of things. So I know, that's how we know that there's been like multiple cuts of Rogue Element. They keep trying to polish that turd, and the one that I have is downloaded from like, I don't know, a couple months ago, and it was, I think it's 13 or 14.0 is what they call it. And I'm pretty sure that they're well beyond that now, like 2021 or something like that. Last I saw anything about it. So that's kind of wacky.
It keeps regenerating.
Yeah, I mean, I am kind of morbidly curious. Like, what the fuck could they possibly be doing to that thing? I don't know. It seems like they didn't a lot of what he was saying, in if we were to take his own, I guess, self-analysis in his Cope video about it, seriously, that one actress and that one character was basically the core of the story, and by her not being able to do her big monologue or whatever, they kind of had to just like, they hollowed the movie out, right? They hollowed the story out.
Well, I mean, it's weird. I was watching that Rogue Elements, and I was thinking to myself, this would be great if she had this great monologue at the end.
It's funny too, because like you get so much more from what she does at the end than what his original, like her just giving him kind of a look and implying that there's this like history between these characters is worth so much more than the character doing a long ass monologue explaining every like the ins and outs, to the point where, and like the thing is, Travis Grant is the one who came up with the just have her do the look and then drive off into the sunset or whatever. So I'm like,
more compelling that way. Like, you're
yes,
like, oh, there's there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
it
it's
says a
like
lot without saying anything.
He's the person who has like actual instincts on this sort of thing. Whereas like Drinker thinks that if he just like hammers you over the head with what he's going for over and over again, then like it'll become a good story.
That's where Mahler must have gotten it,
Yeah, Mahler, where he'll like have an event happen on screen, but then he doesn't trust you to have seen that happen, so he has a character say it out loud like 2 seconds later.
It's very helpful.
Oh my god.
Clock.
Yeah.
Clock ticking. Look, there's a clock. Time.
Yeah.
Clocks and time. All right. Yeah. So let's see what we got here. Before that, I wanted to check in on just real quick. Check on this. Trump's been doing his Freedom 250 thing, right? And he's doing his big July 4th rally coming up.
Dude.
And look, it might be really cool. Let's check and see how the practice is going for the stage show. Okay.
You don't want that to happen live. I mean,
so metaphor for the whole presidency, basically.
Dozens of people will be upset. Dozens.
Yeah, there'll be like 13 or 14 people that are kind of bummed.
Oh man.
There was this one clip I saw from the whatever the fair that's ongoing, I guess, for some reason. That there was just like this one probably very drunk and possibly other chemically inebriated guy, just like look, kind of like an unhoused man, and he's like just wearing rags and he's just dancing around by himself in an empty field in the middle of this thing. There's like nobody else around, and I was like, wow, that's looking pretty good. Proud of them for that. So anyway, and then one thing if you guys want to talk about it, I'm kind of fascinated with this because Comic Book Cast is a channel that I've known of basically since I started watching anything on YouTube regularly years ago. If you remember, they were actually the only Patreon member of Turf Nations.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
odd factoid that we found out. I don't know if he still is or what, but I don't find his content particularly. I appreciate the fact that he's generally been, as far as I can tell, even if he's talking about rumor, he's talking about it as a rumor, right? And like,
yeah, and he has been openly anti-Chud.
Yeah, that too. And so, in those ways, it's like, okay, I don't hate that he's out there, but he seems to be going on this fucking anti-James Gunn arc in the last few days. Like, he's really fucking tearing into him.
Yeah. I think it's easy right now because Supergirl's not doing great at the box office, which is I think it's disappointing. It's not as good as I hoped it would be, but it was fine. Like, come on.
It's just what disappoints me is whenever somebody sees like an algorithmic opportunity and they're just like, oh, I'm gonna fucking go in on that, and it's like, you really, man, I don't know. It just seems pointless, but beneficial to him, I suppose. Anyway,
I find the whole like the switching up on writers and directors when you suddenly like something they do is unsuccessful or you don't like it very much to be like really weird. Like, it happens all the time. It's like, objectively, like him as a person or not, and like I'm kind of iffy in some ways on him. Like, James Gunn is one of the most successful superhero filmmakers of all time, and like whether you like him as a person or not, like that was done on merit. Like the Guardians films and the Suicide Squad and I think Superman like were incredibly well-made films. And I say this as someone like, I fucking loved Supergirl. Like, I am probably going to see it a third time in theaters. It was exactly what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, have you read Woman of Tomorrow?
I'm gonna do that before my third watch.
Okay,
because I
definitely
haven't
read
yet.
it. It's
and
like it's like the same thing, but so much better. That's part of why
That's
I was
what I've-
disappointed. Yeah.
That's what I've suspected, and that's one of those things though where like I can get different things out of the film version than I do out of the the written version.
Yeah.
But I fully, I mean, it's definitely made me want to go back and read Supergirl, because right now all I've been keeping up with is like Absolute Batman, and I think I'm caught up on Wonder Woman, but I could be wrong.
Absolute Batman's been fucking crazy. Holy shit.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. That's
like
some of those issues are tough to get through. Not that they're bad, but they're just holy crap, man.
The stuff he's coming up with, the kind of twists on things is like, wow, this is it's kind of next level. Anyway, what else was there? I haven't seen Supergirl yet. I kind of looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to watching it now once it's out, on home video or whatever, because I don't want to watch it having recently been, absorbing all the discourse about it. But it's what's weird is, like you said, he's one of the most successful, or basically, as far as somebody who's a writer and a director, maybe the most successful superhero film guy. And then he's and just in DC, he's had Creature Commandos, which everybody that watched it seemed to like it a lot. The Suicide Squad, which is a fucking great movie. And then outside of that, he's very successful at his box office and everything. But then I see people, as soon as this movie doesn't do well, they're like, oh, he never should have been in these, at the heading of the studios or whatever. It's like, what? Like,
I mean, especially after the success of Superman, which was a success despite what all these channels are trying to push. It was a success, and then this one kind of
the hair splitting I still see about Superman in the box office it made is fucking crazy. Like, people are like, it made like 600 something whatever, but it didn't make 800,000. It's like, okay, what's the point? It made its budget back and then some. It's fine.
I mean, Superman has never been $1 billion franchise. Let's be real.
It's not Spider-Man, but
but I find it. I mean, it's so weird to me that like people are making these comparisons between like Superman last year didn't make as much money as like Man of Steel or whatever, but like those two movies came out under completely different circumstances.
Right.
So like, I just, in terms of the financial well-being, I'm like, I don't give a fuck whether Warner Brothers makes money or not. Like, I want more movies like that, but if they can go under for all I care.
Right, yeah, especially once they get fully purchased by fucking the Ellisons and shit. I mean, and another thing, kind of an unspoken thing that we could say whenever somebody brings up how Man of Steel made more money or whatever, is like, well, it made more money. This one made, I guess, less money for just for inflation, because it was carrying the fucking corpse of Man of Steel on it. You know what I mean? It's carrying fucking the Snyderverse, just dead behind it. So yeah, maybe it struggled a little bit because it was trying to fucking shuffle that clear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not really the own that you think it is whenever you bring that up. Anyways, let's check this guy out. This whole. Well, I guess Ryan was supposed to be here at some point. And then Chariot, maybe. Let's see if they're gonna show up.
In theory.
All right. Well, we can kill time then a little bit.
Yeah.
Speaking of time, did you see All in Good Time, Bob?
Oh yeah, no, I have a video out with my reaction. I thought the ending was hilarious.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking.
I got my hands on the original ending. I uploaded that yesterday.
I did see that. So I feel it's almost too on the nose.
I mean,
genuinely, like, the more that I think about that ending, the more baffling it gets to me, because I'm like, I feel a little bit like Christopher Lee in The Lord of the Rings, where he's explaining to Peter Jackson, like, that's not how a person sounds when they get stabbed. Like, this is how a person sounds when they get stabbed. Like, I have exposed myself to toxic gas before. I know what that looks like and what that experience is like. And it doesn't look like sitting there staring at it for a couple of seconds and then like going and then falling to the floor. Like,
well, I mean, like,
mind the fact that why did he walk over there and bend down in the first place? It doesn't make any, none of it makes any sense.
He's obviously expelling gas from his neck. Let's bend over him and get our faces right
get
into
a closer look.
Continues bending as the gas is releasing. It's like, Jesus Christ, man.
Dude, if that
which
happens,
kind of gas is that?
Yeah, either get out of the room, maybe run to a window and open it. Like, there's so many better options.
I need to understand how the mechanism worked. Was that going to go off at that point no matter what happened, or was him being shot what triggered it? I don't know. What? I don't know.
It only works if he gets shot in that exact specific spot. Like that's why it was an elaborate game of 5D chess where he had to convince this guy to let him go so that he would get shot in the back of the head in a very specific spot, so that therefore it would trigger the gas canister, and then he would bend over and look at it. It's so many variables. This guy's a genius.
Just imagine his gun doesn't jam at the beginning. Or they actually shoots them in the order intended.
It's on as many absurd coincidences as the Joker's playing in the Dark Knight, except the Dark Knight had like thrilling action sequences around it.
Yeah, I mean the whole point of Joker was that he was an agent of chaos. This isn't supposed to be an agent of chaos. This guy who's got his shit together in theory.
He gets this, like, he shoots him in the head at the very beginning of the movie. Credits roll. We get a post-credit scene where a guy comes up to the boss and he explains to him, he's like, yeah, we found this like canister of gas. You know, if you'd been turned around, like you would have been toast, dude. It's like, oh, weird.
No, can you
Wonder what the
imagine
deal
that
was with
went
that.
off? Can you imagine if that went off and I kneeled into it?
Put bags on their heads and put them in presumably in some van or some vehicle, and then drove them to this place and didn't like pat them down at all. You know.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest. I don't think Ryan's going to show up, guys. We should probably. Oh shit! Hey, hey Ryan.
He's here to defend the Welshman, because we're talking some shit on Mahler.
Oh shit!
His movie. No, not going to defend it.
Don't let
I'm
me
sorry.
stop you.
The ending of his movie.
I think
was
Bob.
Like...
Bob, I think you'll find I've arrived.
Yeah.
I think. You'll find
by the way, that
arrived
edit that I did
all
was
in good
inspired by
time.
Ryan. Ryan is the one who said that there needed to be an edit of that, and so once he said it, I was like, I got to do it. I can't get out of my head until I make it happen. So
I mean, I will admit, I don't think I've laughed more at an ending to a movie than I have at the end of that one. That was quite hilarious.
Jesus Christ. You know, there's I forget the guy's name, that a YouTuber that just put out a video. He's covered Drinker's previous shit before. Andrew, maybe something like that. Did you guys see his video?
Actually, Andrew?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, I recorded my review of All in Good Time, and then posted it early or whatever. And then I watched Actually Andrew's video, and I was like, oh shit, we had like some of the exact same points in almost the exact same order. So I left a comment, and I was like, I swear to God, dude, I was not ripping your review. I hadn't seen it until
Wait a second. Was maybe Mahler wrote this that way on purpose so that he could prove that there is such a thing as objective criticism. Because we all think the exact same shit about how terrible it is in all these various ways, right? Like,
true.
Fucking got us, Mahler, man, playing that 5D chess. Good job, dude.
He is like the hostage. Yeah, he is playing. He's playing on levels that we couldn't even fathom.
Each one of those.
I'd like to see more, and I'd like to see more films end the same way, though. I mean, more films where the hero dies at the end, but then gets his revenge by farting out some gas from the top of his head.
Zemo's.
I don't know, it's kind of a cliche, I think.
Yeah. What else? Oh yeah.
Like, can you imagine though the ending of Shane, where Shane is riding off on his horse at the end,
he just
and then just a little bit of gas comes from the.
I love that visual. He just rides off in the sunset, and all of a sudden,
Christ. So are we waiting on Sherry? I think I told her that she was welcome. I don't know if I directly responded to that, but shit, I'm terrible at this stuff. She said she might show up, and I don't know if I actually said anything in response. Give me just a minute. I gotta check on something.
You posted the link. So
let me see. I'm not seeing anything, but it doesn't mean anything. No. Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to think of films now that will be improved by the hero releasing some gas from the back of his head in the final shot. Now, there's not many films.
I think Supergirl obviously missed the boat on that one. That one made a $1 billion movie.
The alternative to that is that he actually had like a shitload of gas canisters like all over his body, like that, like Like in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia when they try to sneak booze on the boat, so they've just got like rows of it, you know. So it's like he gets shot anywhere. It's gas all over.
Just hundreds of them scattered throughout his body. I love that visual.
And just nobody checked this guy. Nobody even did a pat down. Like,
oh god, oh god, that's what they did. That is the actual. That's what happened. That's
I have to go handle a thing. You guys are welcome to start the feature presentation if you want. I'll be probably like no more than 5 minutes, but I'll be back.
Feature presentation.
We can give it a few more minutes. I don't know if you want to chat a bit more.
Well, yeah. Well, Ryan, what did you think of Supergirl? We kind of brushed.
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it
you
yet. I'm going to go see it.
You slacker.
I know.
I mean, so like I uploaded a video. I think it comes out tomorrow about the Critical Drinkers review of Supergirl and kind of addressing some of the like stuff that went on with that. And I think it's so interesting to me that he and I'm going to keep this like spoiler free. Like I'm not going to talk about anything specific here, but like he directly in his review calls Ruthie like a strong female character as a pejorative term. And it's like it's one of those things where they spent years going on and on about how they just want like female characters to have flaws and make mistakes because otherwise they're Mary Sue's or whatever. And then you pick a character whose like entire arc in this film is based around like a fucked up worldview that she has. Yes. And it's not enough for them. And it still doesn't matter. Like it's literally just girl who, I mean, isn't even particularly good at fighting in this movie.
No.
Still not acceptable. Yeah. Like it blow.
Yeah, like calling Ruthie a girl boss or a fucking Mary Sue. It's like no, you like maybe we watch different movies, but absolutely fucking not.
I guess I missed the scene where she tanked an RPG shot.
Yeah, you missed the scene where a whole bunch of gas came out of her.
Imagine, if you will, the final scenes of Braveheart, where William Wallace is strapped to that board, screaming freedom, trying to outlive the evil Edward II. But just before he dies, Edward II wanders over to him, and as he releases his last final freedom into the air, a little bit of gas just comes out the back of his head and poisons Edward II.
Oh,
just
so much better. So much better. So actually, this is an interesting topic. What do you guys think of the announcement that PlayStation will no longer be doing physical media?
For me, it's madness, but then because it feels like we're on the cusp of people really getting into physical media again as streaming sites delete films and TV shows that people want to see. PlayStation leading the way by just deleting 500 movies that people may actually own and saying, oh no, even though you paid money to own that, you don't own it anymore. I mean, surely that's going to drive them to people to purchase the physical media. Yeah, that was the sort of prologue to this story. Their deal with, I forget which studio it was, but their deal ended, and with whichever film studio. So any film purchased by that studio through the PlayStation, was it PlayStation Now or whatever their streaming service is, gone. You bought it, you don't own it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I've started a habit of just getting a physical piece of media every week, just because I'm getting sick of all the ads all over everything. I'm getting sick of not being able to find stuff half the time. So I'm like, okay, if I like a movie, I'm just buying the 4K so I can watch it and it looks pretty. I don't have to worry about streaming shit or anything. I just watch whenever I want. But yeah,
I mean, I have to, like, when they took down Doctor Who from HBO, I went and bought the whole thing because it's just like I don't know, the whole streaming and like loss of physical media situation that we're in, like, kind of just sickens me on this like visceral level, because it just feels like it's so like after a certain point, not to get like super George Orwell about it, but like it does feel like you can just kind of erase anything from existence, and nobody will be able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that it ever existed in the first place, or that that's actually how it was to begin with, you know. And I don't know, like that combined with AI, like it kind of terrifies me a little bit. And not to say that's what's going to happen, but I don't know, I get rumblings a little bit. And
yeah, I personally hate losing the physical disc. And I'll be honest, probably half the games I get anymore are going to be digital, just because there's a convenience factor to it. But it is good to have the physical disc, and I think just deleting the physical media, I'm against it. And this actually, like, I was seriously thinking about getting the PlayStation 5 in a few months so I could play the new Wolverine game, get caught up with Spider-Man 2. And that the new God of War game looks awesome. I'd like to dive into that one. But this announcement has me seriously doubting it.
You're playing as a woman in the new God of War.
Yeah.
You're like God of Laundry, you know?
I mean, this thing, the seeds have always been there, or certainly recently, because I remember, because I still use a version of Microsoft Office from like the early 2000s that is a disc. But I thought, oh, maybe I should get the new one and just pay for it. And then I went, and you can't. You can't buy it now. You have to rent it. You pay for it annually, which I just thought, well, no, I'm not doing that. It's ridiculous.
The entire industry is watching this, by the way. They're like, okay, what's going to happen? You know, because if it goes well and everybody just buys this shit anyway, then are we talking about Grand Theft Auto or what?
Well, we're just talking about PlayStation announcing that they're no longer going to make disc for their game consoles.
Yeah, well, that's because Grand Theft Auto 6 is like the test case for it, right?
Yeah,
So
and it's a stupid test case because people are going to get that game. That's one game people will get, but that doesn't mean that's going to be the same for every game. Games that are lower on people's priorities, and this is something I don't know if you remember. I think a few consoles ago, they were sort of piloting the idea of even if you bought the disc, you wouldn't be able to then sell it on the secondary market. There would be some way of preventing the game from being resold or used by a second hand. So that's the thing they really want to stop. They want to stop people, the secondary market.
Yeah, how dare people get games from the library or get them used?
I mean, like,
those people.
Obviously, it's not. I don't want it. I don't want this to continue moving towards not physically owning things. But I guess in a weird way, I've been kind of preparing for it with music and movies and stuff for so long at this point that like I'm video games, just like whatever. Just roll over and accept it.
Well, the thing is, though, Dane, the thing that sort of where this all started was that PlayStation recently, their deal with a movie company ended, and they just deleted 500 films from their catalog that people owned. And if you bought it to own, it still went.
Jesus,
that's bullshit, in my opinion.
That's why, like, I mean,
it's in the terms and conditions. You only own it for
as
long as
I have filled with stuff like my absolute favorite media that I just don't ever want to not have for that very reason. So I've got like everything from Battlestar Galactica to fucking Lost and all the DC and Marvel movies and stuff all on this hard drive because of that. So I just pirated all that shit and now I'll always have them if I need them. But it sucks that we have to do that.
I've just been investing in getting my Star Trek full box sets. By the way, TNG remasters look great.
Yeah. I wonder if they're ever going to do Deep Space Nine.
God, I wish they would.
Just the scenes that they did for that documentary, fucking phenomenal.
But yes, I guess we could have those couple of scenes in 1080p, but that's it.
Yeah, but I mean, it just gives you an idea of like how awesome like the set design was on that show. I mean, it's awesome. Like you can tell that watching the show as it is, but like, God, I'd love to see the whole show like that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I would argue before the TNG remasters, Deep Space Nine was the best looking Star Trek show. Easily.
Certainly isn't fucking Voyager. Anyway, let's check out Trial by Fire. Maybe that's really.
Oh no, 7 of 9.
Can we comment on the fact that like they come up with the most generic fucking titles for all of these?
Well,
like
I was
thinking about this earlier.
Yes. So I'm actually looking to see how many things called Trial by Fire there are on IMDb.
Oh shit!
See if I can find that. Let's see. You'd be surprised to know that's not the only one. So there's a 2018 film. There's a 2023 TV miniseries. There's a 1995 film. There's a 2005 episode of Walker, Texas Ranger. It's a 2-hour. I think it was like a movie version, of like double episode basically of Walker, Texas Ranger. There is a 2008 film. There is a 1999 film, 2018 film, a 1998 film, 2017, a 2022. 2017. That's a short. A 2025 short film. 2015 another short film, and then Lincoln Trial by Fire. So I guess that's Abraham Lincoln actually. And then another short film 2018. It's not even the only short film. There's multiple short films named.
I'm if I have to guess, I'd say the third one's probably going to be called Extreme Measures of Ryan Drake's story. Right?
Yeah, something like
something
that.
generic like that that's been used.
The grand finale is going to be like all's well that ends well or something like just
all in good time. Trial by Fire. I mean, Rogue Element. There's at least something kind of like that's vaguely kind of interesting-ish Rogue Element. You know what I mean? But everything else is not good.
Starring Jack Ryan Bond.
Yeah. There's a 2016 film. There's a 2024 film. There's another 2024. Oh, that one's missing from Fire. Oh, never mind. Okay, so we've moved out of just Trial by Fire. But there's a lot of episodes of TV, obviously, called that. Jesus fucking Christ, it just keeps going. How do you not just do a search? Like, maybe I'm self-conscious. Maybe I'm like paranoid. Maybe I don't want to be like I have that if I'm creating something, like if I write a song or whatever, I'm gonna generally try to not let it have a title that's like at least another well-known song, maybe, unless it's just like that's what I need it to be for whatever reason. I'm gonna look and see are there other things titled this or whatever. You know what I mean? It's weird. Maybe that's just me, but maybe it's deceptively titled. Maybe Card Flag Films is doing some good.
It's like there's just nothing evocative about it at all because it's such a like I don't know. It reminds me a little bit of like a few years ago. This is such a weird poll. There was that children's movie with like Tom Holland and Will Smith called Spies in Disguise. And I just remember being like, it was a cute enough movie. You know, I think I took one of the kids in my family to see it, but like I had no desire to see it because I was like, that is just it tells me fucking nothing about what I'm going to see, you know, like
let's do this. What do you guys think? Unless you already happen to know what it's about, what do you think that it's about?
Well, traditionally, trial by fire means somebody starts a job and is inducted in a way that something goes incredibly wrong. For example, the first night at a bar, it turns out that hundreds of people turn up because there's a local event in town, and so it's trial by fire, sort of synonymous with baptism of fire, where
training, except instead of really training, you're just thrown into the fucking thick of it.
I do have to say the shot you showed a second ago is exactly what it would look like if Neil Breen directed the Avengers.
I don't know. I think she would probably be like,
I can't believe you committed suicide.
I think there'd be clear green screen behind her, though, if it was Neil Breen.
That's true. This is modern Neil Breen. Fair enough. But the blood effects would look like that. Like he's pretty good at that.
Seeing this, though, I'm wondering, is this a vampire film?
I mean, Trial by Fire. You could be. It could be. It could be anything. It could be nothing.
I cannot believe you tried to take over New York City. I cannot believe you did that.
I cannot believe you turned me into a vampire. I cannot believe it. And then, is she the vampire? Maybe.
Man, she has had a glow down from the previous episode or previous installment.
It's not shot in that aspect ratio, right?
No. This is
okay.
How I
Because I was like, I know Travis Grant is like fucking obsessed with anamorphic lenses, which I guess you could tell from this shot actually. But
I was trying to just get kind of screen grab the stuff that I needed for a thumbnail, and not the entire image. So yeah, that's why it's
fair.
Is this a remake of Zack Snyder's Watchmen? Because
that does kind of look like Al
the Night Owl.
Yeah, Night Owl. Yes,
so goggles, am I crazy to think that like it kind of hit me way later after Rogue Elements came out and stuff, where I was like looking at a picture of this guy for whatever reason. I think the last time we used him in a thumbnail or something, I was like, wait a second, and I pull up a picture of a Will Jordan. I'm like, they kind of is this? He kind of looks like him, right? Like,
are you saying Ryan Drake's a self-insert character?
I think he might be, and I think he might be why this guy was cast. What,
you think he's a Gary Stu?
Maybe not by Will himself, maybe whatever the guy's name is, that hey, this kind of looks like Critical Drinker, so I'll cast him. But I see some resemblance. I don't know.
Get a guy who looks like me, but make his hair flat as opposed to standing up like mine.
Yeah. Let him have a regular forehead though, if possible.
Do that.
All right, here we go. Let's see if they fixed any of the stuff that was going wrong with the opening.
I'm confident it'll be amazing. We're about ready to get blown away by this.
So okay, I hate to do this, but gradual upgrade. I was kind of thinking maybe they'll get better each time. I don't.
Yeah,
that's what's happening. But
what? That's false advertising if it doesn't happen.
I know. And then the Transformer. Here we go. Oh yeah.
Wait, have they fixed it? They haven't fixed it.
No.
Oh wait, this is done by Crescent Creative.
Yeah.
They're in such a difficult spot right now with that because, like, objectively, they do need to fix that because it's ridiculous. Yeah. But also, I feel like doing it would be giving into the haters a little bit. So I am so curious if they're actually going to be like, okay, yeah, no, that's like, all right, haters got us on that one.
I'm sorry, the crescent moon is a sea or it's not. Fucking pick it. I don't care.
No matter what the cause of it is, it does not reflect well on the filmmakers, right? Like they just didn't notice the design was bad, or they didn't. I don't know. Didn't even think it was bad. I don't know.
I do like this little logo though. I like the dog catching the film.
That's cool.
I think that's cute.
But the car flag thing makes me think. I think of somebody just going. They're like sitting around outside. And they're like, what are we gonna call this thing? I don't know. Car flag. Good boy.
Sit, boo boo, sit.
Establishing shot in nature.
It's far enough. Because everybody complained she was a girl boss in the last one.
I don't think that's why they no, because wow, this music got
what they clearly have not learned from Rogue Elements is hitting you with extreme, over-the-top, bombastic, generic music does not engage you with the film. Like, was the most basic ass stock action music ever. I know nothing about this character and no longer want to learn anything about them as a result of that.
It's too bad because you're about to.
I mean, I'll tell you this: Star Trek, the original series, hits you with bombastic music every few seconds. They tell you what to feel.
So was it composed for the show at least?
Oh yeah, of course.
yeah. At least it was like, at least somebody looked at it and was like, what would make you feel something in this specific scene, and not like they're not using story blocks or whatever generic like action track number 5 or.
Right. So I think someone's playing much younger now, right? This is like I think teenage version of her.
Right.
Okay.
Not a good job.
No,
not a good job.
I mean, but the hair is supposed to let us know that, I guess.
Everybody knows younger people have fluffier, puffier hair. Everybody knows.
Was she
Mm.
was she younger like in the 1980s? Is she like in her 50s now? Because anyway, do you think Drinker might have been watching Citizen Kane when he wrote this?
Oh my god, yeah, possibly.
Rosebud. Drop it.
Okay. What is that stuff? Is she like? So she's like a tech chick. She does put stuff together. What?
I'm not gonna stop laughing if she actually drops it. I'm just gonna say.
Oh my god, this is like the clothes are to be coded as like this is like a young person's clothing, right? Like it's like.
It's very live action or Dear Evan Hansen movie coded, where they had to like convince you that this is a young guy. And granted, like she looks young enough for whatever. Like I'm willing to suspend my disbelief, but like they're really trying to convince you here.
I'd say cast a kid, but I don't think Will Jordan's allowed to be that close to kids with his track record of beating them up.
Oh my god. Is that AI swap music? What the fuck? That's terrible.
No, man, it's great, man. We're really getting the vibe for her character.
Can I comment on some? Oh my god, this just like hit me. Watching Critical Drinker and I think like Mahler and a couple other people, when they were watching the Supergirl trailer, they were complaining so hard about how it relies on music and has the character sitting there listening to music. And one of the things that they commented on that I think is like totally ridiculous was they were like, there's no reason for this character to get into music. Like, why would she be into music? They haven't explained why she would be listening to this music.
Why would a person listen to music?
It is so ballsy to open your second film doing that exact thing. Like we haven't had it explained why she listens to music yet.
Like we don't even know why she likes music at this point. I'm really confused.
They better Supergirl explained why she liked music in the movie, so they better show me like a biographical reason why she listens to music with headphones. Otherwise, 0 stars.
And also, why this music exactly?
Get out of my room, Greg.
Did you forget something? This is my house. It's so amazing how you tried to embarrass me. My daughter being suspended from school again?
You're not my dad.
Couldn't have worked that into dialogue any differently.
What was that?
I said, director doing a hell of a job,
yeah.
But you will respect me.
I mean, this isn't cliche at all. So
none of this is.
Yeah, this is. I've never seen this.
There is an aspect of this story that at the end is not cliche. I will give it that.
Okay.
Clearly, there is an aspect that's not cliche because I think that most filmmakers would not make the choice at all. But
this
that's
isn't
ominous.
This really isn't a condemnation of this movie, but it just popped in my head very quickly when the dad came walking in and she was just like, my brain immediately went to the dad in Scary Movie. Just expect this guy to be like, okay, I need you to hide the drugs, honey.
It's been a long time trusting that, but
I like the world building though. The poster on the wall for Time Man. The
Time Man.
Time Man was a great movie. I don't know what you're talking about.
Can I actually? Can I play devil's advocate here? I fucking love when movies and stuff do that, where they just come up with a fake brand that's the most generic ass like shit ever. You know, it reminds me of like Let's potato chips.
Let's or what were the cigarettes? Was it Nails? At least that was what it wasn't like.
That's Kevin Smith's, yeah.
But
Red Apple is
Red Apple cigarettes is a common one. Or Tarantino. Yeah,
big fan of Space Movie.
Little things like that. Like, do kids even know what 555 means anymore? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They even do that? I don't think they do that anymore.
Go ahead, try it.
Okay.
Get the fuck off of me!
Why do you always have to do this the hard way?
Off of me!
Shush! Quiet! No wonder your father walked out on you.
Rosebud.
The sound effects that they're choosing are so uncomfortable.
So, I genuinely enjoyed the documentary that I watched about Citizen Kane more than I did Citizen Kane, because the documentary talked about the actual beef between him and what's his name? Fucking drawing a blank right now. You know who I'm talking about. Goddamn Hearst, yes. So anyway, so I forget what was the thing in Citizen Kane with the snow globe? Was it did he drop it at the end?
He's got it in his.
Oh yeah.
At the very beginning, he's got it in his hand, and as he dies, it rolls out of his hand onto the floor and smashes.
It reminds me of his favorite sled. Of his
It's so weird. Like the sound effects that they're picking for this don't fit at all. Like that was a glass shattering sound, but what we're seeing is glass cracked. You know, like it's just,
I was expecting this thing to spiral over, but
the
barely
skull.
busted.
That was the skull that shattered, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
He had a glass skull. We all know that.
It's totally a sound that you could just replicate yourself. Like it's not that bad.
Right. It would even be fun. It would even be fun to do the Foley for that. I think Foley was something when I was like a little kid. I'll be like, when I learned about it, I was like, holy shit, that seems like the best job ever. Okay. What? You're right. It's like, where's all that glass? You just heard a bunch of glass.
Yeah.
Oh, and real quick, Citizen Kane is absolutely a movie I would recommend watching if you're into films. Like, I appreciate the crap out of Citizen Kane. There's a lot of crap that goes in that movie. I don't particularly enjoy it, but
the interesting stuff about Citizen Kane is like the fact that like he took the camera off of a tripod and like aimed it in weird angles and stuff, which apparently nobody's fucking done before. So he, like, gets down on the floor and like aims it up or whatever, and people are like, well, what are you doing, man? You can't do that.
If you're interested in like the history of cinema and how movies are made and that sort of thing, perfect. If you're more interested in story, I'd skip it and probably go to The Third Man as Orson Welles' best film. Although he didn't direct it, but
I had a DVD that I got in a Citizen Kane a long time ago, and it came with this documentary. I wish I remember the name of it, but it was kind of like part of the package. That documentary.
I mean, he basically invented 30 or 40 different movie techniques that are still in use today, and he wanted to learn. I think he wanted to learn lighting, so he just learned lighting basically. He learned because he didn't know how to light films and things like that, so he just worked with some of the best on how to light and the best cinematographers, and said what he wanted. And when they said we can't do that, he was like, well, find a way. So yeah, it's revolutionary.
Well, I mean, Rear Window is excellent too. That is not Orson Welles though, but yes.
All right, well, here we go. Title of movie. Nice.
Wait, which one is this?
Is this like a stock shot of Langley? Is that what this is?
Once the entire cinematic universe is out, you should play a game with people where you give them the titles of the movies and the plots of the movies, and then you have them pick which title each movie goes to.
Oh God.
Where's the text to tell me what's going on though?
Yeah, I have no idea where we are right now.
I mean, that could be a hospital.
Hastings was sent in to track down the missing nuclear fuel. Then he went dark. Our objective is to find him, secure any material on site, and exfil.
So is every time jump just okay?
Why do they have their main guy mispronounce nuclear?
Did he say nuclear?
He said nuclear.
Oh my God!
I think my biggest problem is his accent changes with every word. He's supposed to be like a Cockney geezer type, but I thought he started off like sounding American, then posh British, then Cockney. I would have thought they would have solved that since the last one.
That's to prove he's a Republican. He's a old-fashioned neocon. That's why he pronounces it that way.
Hello, am I boring you?
No, sir. I was.
You don't need to sir me, Frost. You're not in the army anymore. We're about to launch a covert operation in a foreign territory.
The exposition is
Your
so
fucking attention.
Noted.
What exposition? I didn't even notice it. I just, it was like really natural
Yeah, that
dialogue.
was seamless right there.
And again, his accent is just appalling. I mean, geez.
I kind of feel bad for him because, like, it seems like maybe he doesn't know. Like, he recognizes that, like, this is kind of weird. Like, what the character, but you know, he probably read some of the books, right? And then he's like, but this is what I'm here in Langley working for the CIA, and yet I'm British, right? Am I British? Am I Scottish? What am I? You know what I mean? Like, it kind of seems like he doesn't know what he's supposed to be doing.
Well, I think I feel most sorry for her because she's quit her job at the steel mill welding to become a dancer, and now she's ended up here. She's a maniac.
I mean,
oh my god.
I mean, I was thinking.
Looks like don't you look? Yes. Don't you think she looks like Jennifer Beals?
Yeah, no, she does have a bit of a Jennifer Beals look. Now, I'd say Jennifer Beals back then, but like, fuck, she doesn't fucking age. So, you know.
Oh man. Well, also, why keep, like, the hair was one of the things they were using to identify her as a teenage child, right? And then like, then they flash forward, and she's still got basically the same hair.
No, the hair just means flashback.
Oh,
she used the same hair throughout her entire life until the very moment at the beginning endish.
Because he's got a nice shorter haircut here than later on when he lets it grow out a little bit. So, yeah.
Army, huh? What outfit?
Second. Then defense intelligence.
Fucking keyboard warrior over here. See a lot of action behind your screen?
Shit, give the kid a break, Keegan. You were green once.
We asked
Is that
for
a dig
field
at
operatives
liberals?
and we're saddled.
Did he say what outfit were you with? And she said second. Is that a thing?
Yeah, second. Mm.
Second outfit? Is that a thing? That's not a thing, right? Like that's.
I don't think so. I think you would need more than second because
Right.
second battalion for which.
And
Yeah.
he knew that she was basically a desk jockey or whatever the fuck based on that.
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't know. Yeah.
100 pounds of dead weight.
Oh, yeah, but it's not about the size, it's about how you use it, right? And with all due respect, not a kid. I don't need you to speak up for me.
Okay. Wasn't speaking on your behalf, Greenhorn.
All right, that's enough pillow talk. Right now we have a compromised asset and a shitload of nuclear fuel to recover.
Oh my
A lot of innuendos here.
Yesterday.
So
Pretty, but I'll
I'm
get it
guessing he practices American accent from Liam Neeson, right? Liam
and George W. Bush, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Supposed to be British though. Don't forget.
Is he
that.
supposed to be British?
He's supposed to sound like Jason Statham.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, never is with you. Keegan, you're on weapons and equipment. I want a full assault package and NBC gear. The rest we can ash out in the flat out.
Gonna ash out in the flood out?
You know, he's been in several things, by the way. I was looking at that. He's got, not a completely insignificant filmography here.
Yeah, right before Rogue Elements came out, I spotted him in a Christmas, one of those Hallmark type films that my other half was watching. Thankfully, she's past that phase, but yeah, there was he popping up in it. It is real, because I think he's Canadian with his real accent.
Really?
And I couldn't even say to her, "Do you know who that guy is? That's Ryan Drake."
Derek Moran is his name. Moran, sorry. So he was in the Clarice show a few years ago. He was Clarice's father. He's in Ransom 2019 TV series for 2 episodes. He was in a show or movie called Stardust in 2020. And he was in Astrid and Lily Save the World, a TV series where he played Josh Monster. So cool. Brilliant Minds, Air Crash Investigative Special Report, apparently. And he was in the Paw Patrol movie. Cool. And he was in Lock and Key.
So wait, the Clarice thing, was that the Clarice Starling thing?
I think so, yeah.
Was he Ryan Drake in the Paw Patrol movie? Was that crossover that I missed?
I don't know. I mean, maybe. He was in Titans. That's kind of cool, right? He was in Titans for 1 episode. He played Charles McFadden, whoever that is. You know, the Fuck Batman Titans show. Anyway.
Frost, a word in private.
A word in private, and he's like, nuclear.
It's a good word, yeah.
Tell me something. We can have a problem.
No?
Your file says different.
What?
Your ONPF's got multiple citations for insubordination, conduct unbecoming, and an official reprimand for starting a brawl in a bar. You've been a busy girl, haven't you?
Then why is she here?
Now here you are darkening my doorway. Question is, what are you doing here?
Yeah, why is she doing here?
Well, the Army and I didn't mix so well. Thought I'd give the agency a shot.
Let me tell you something for nothing, Frost.
That's not, I don't believe that's how the agency operates. Like, oh, you didn't do well in the Army? Yeah, come on over here to the CIA. We're fucking always taking the goddamn losers from the Army, you know?
Yeah, that's what they do, right?
I also like I can live with a little bit of clunky dialogue for exposition. Like sometimes you have to do it or whatever. But like every single interaction that we've had so far, her and her, I assume, stepdad, the interaction you just saw a moment ago in the meeting, and this, like all of them are just exposition. Like everything is just, here is character backstory. Here is reason I am mad. Here is where I came from. Like
well, and I imagine that's where like the questions about like the things that I'm registering is like, that doesn't even make any sense if you think about it. That's where it comes from, because they're focused on getting the exposition out, and they're not thinking about the kind of contradictions and weird implications of them saying the things they're saying as a story purpose kind of thing.
I'm like half expecting her to just say, like, turn to the camera and say, "I'm a loose cannon who doesn't play by the rules," or like.
Well,
you're going to have to give me a trial by fire.
Yeah. It'll be a trial by
roll credits.
Nuclear fire.
Precisely zero tolerance for bullshit, troublemakers, and little girls with bad attitudes who want to play soldier. I can smell
she doesn't want to play soldier. She left that job
again for a second time, and I want you to think really hard about your
it does seem like Will Jordan is a little bit hazy on what exactly an agent is. Sometimes they're just soldiers, and sometimes they're unstoppable killing machines. Sometimes they're guys that stand around in offices and plan stuff. I don't know. I don't feel like that's really super accurate to reality, but
sometimes they're a rogue element.
Are we going to have a problem?
No, sir. No problem.
Flight leaves in 2 hours. Don't be late.
So I wonder how her character was described in the books, because if I'm wondering if she's kind of a replacement, like a woke replacement for like a wider character.
I'm just watching this, and so far we've established that there are people who want to kill her at the beginning. Her dad wants to beat the crap out of her, or stepdad, or whatever, and then Ryan Drake hates her. So like everybody just hates her.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's not that she's gonna be experiencing some punishment in this.
Okay.
You might say she's going to go through a little bit of a test.
Really
only there were a
test.
phrase for that. Yeah.
Really tough test.
Yeah, let's get a bad A. Oh God.
What I love is I've never seen that before. Thank you for giving us the original Critical
The
Drinker.
way that it was done is like in a comedy movie. That was like something you see in a comedy. Like, holy shit.
It's so fucking I love the sound effect on it.
Yeah.
I will say, the cinematography obviously isn't like amazing, but it's the least bad part really so far. I guess
he's moving the camera around. He has that going for him. It's not all on a tripod. Like, yeah.
No shit.
Back the fuck off! Take it easy, girl. It's cool. What do you want? You're new here, right? Yeah, so what? Bad time to be a newbie. Look, I got a place
here
where you can get dry. If you want. What, so you can feel my shit down my back? Shit, girl, this isn't a prison yard, okay? So you have nothing worth taking anyway. At least we have that in common. You don't fucking know me. Yeah, well, you don't know me either. Look, you don't want to get caught out here alone. I've been where you are, and that's a bad place to be. Especially for girls like us. Maybe we look out for each other. It's up to you, I ain't gonna beg. What's your name? Stevie. Kira.
If our intel's right, Hastings is being held in a decommissioned.
All right, he put a little effort into that transition.
Yeah.
Yeah, the transition was fine. It was the scene before it that was absolutely tedious.
It was good, pretty good. Let's just appreciate that, actually.
I don't know. It's clear to me though that like, and I've said this before because I know like I've watched his filmography or whatever. It is clear that like Travis Grant likes being behind the camera and is actually enjoying himself. He doesn't seem very good at directing actors, but like, I don't know. Again, he's the only person holding this entire thing together. Like, mark my words.
Make it interesting looking. He's trying to make the more, even when there's not obviously not any action happening yet, but so he's trying to give it some kinetic, something, and that's appreciated. But hey, don't talk shit on Bluey, man. Bluey's pretty cool.
The dialogue in that last scene, though, that was just tedious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like everybody knew exactly where it was going without them having to say a single word.
We've seen that scene a million times. We've seen.
So the dialogue just made everything worse. It's appalling. The audacity of Will Jordan to call himself an author, having written that slot. I mean, listen to how people speak. Not like that. I mean, this is all just like TV movie dialogue, all a bad TV movie dialogue.
We don't know that she's a sex worker, do we?
Well, context clues would say, yeah, of course she is, because
maybe a dancer or something, I don't know.
Well, in the right wing mindset, anyone that's homeless is either a druggie or a prostitute.
True.
So.
If you're a woman and you're on the street, the only reason a woman would be on the street is because she's a hoe bag and she's like selling her ass. Yeah. Okay. She's not a good Christian woman. That's right.
Intel's right. Hastings is being held in a decommissioned airfield just north of you. Frost, keep an eye on those rag counters. Anything above 100 rem we need to know, fast.
On it.
Full NBC protocols are in effect for this one, lads. Direct exposure to a nuclear fuel rod will get you a one-way trip to the hospital.
Did he say full NBC protocols?
Try not to fucking shoot yourself, Frost.
Hey, you do your fucking job and I'll do mine.
Knock it off, both of you. You ready for this?
Yeah.
We move. Switching our vision, 5 minute spread. Let's go.
I mean, I know they're real and all, but those helmets always look silly.
Yeah, they're pretty bulky.
Oh,
man,
she
that's a loud nap.
Feed. No tangos in sight.
Nuclear.
This is a goddamn ghost.
I'm very invested in this, by the way.
Got a bad feel to it.
I'll spare us the Mystic Warrior shit, dude. You're not that deep.
I mean, to be not to defend her because she's obviously not a real person, but I mean to defend popping the neck and without seeing a chiropractor. I can pop every joint in my body. It's just a thing I can do. Not all of them do it as well as I used to, but still, that makes so I don't have to see a chiropractor because I can just do it all myself. Not as well as I used to because as I get older and not as thin as I used to be, it's harder to, kind of do some of the twisting I need to do to really pop everything. But yeah.
I think the noise was just a little over the top.
Oh God, it was very much over the top because it wasn't even like she was popping her neck. She was just like just slight moves. It's like, what the fuck?
Two Bob's impossible.
Looks like they took the nuclear material through here.
Wait, did he say it right that time?
Fuel rods.
It sounded like he said nuclear.
Looks like they took the nuclear material through here.
He totally said it right that time.
If one of these fuel rods
that must have been the one time that somebody said, "Hey, you want to say it the right way?" Well, you can't just go, pissing off the star of the Ryan Drake series by telling him to say words correctly.
I just wanted to, because I was like, you know what? Like, if they're gonna have it be like a weird thing about his character that he says the word wrong. I mean, like, obviously they didn't do it on purpose, but you could at least defend it that way. But like, no, he just says it like inconsistently. Okay. You missed the shot.
He's learning.
I need a shot where she hands him like a dictionary or something, so he's like got his night vision goggles on. He's like flipping through like, oh shoot.
Oh shit, mispronouncing this whole time.
Somebody had sent him the link to the Google pronunciation of it, right? It's like, oh, okay.
I want a scene of her standing in front of a chalkboard with the words new, N-E-W, and clear written out. New. Clear. New as in not old. Clear as in clear. You can see through it. New, clear. That's what's missing.
It's real comforting. Thanks, bud.
Ryan Drake should be perfectly at home here because it looks exactly the same as the place they used for the last film. So.
Yeah. So I'm just curious, what do we know about these characters now? We've seen a couple of them a couple times now. As in, the first one and then this.
I'll be honest, I can't even tell you anything about their mission. They're on a mission. That's why I can tell you.
We know she was in the army and she was a bit of a loose cannon. We know that because we were told that directly.
Yeah. And Ryan Drake, though, what's his deal? Who the fuck is he?
He Drake.
I was like thinking about this. They're trying to do like the super gritty, realistic type thing. Like that's clearly what their intention is with this whole thing. But then they have him do stuff like give her the, are you ready for this? Like right before the mission or whatever. The kind of thing that it's like, if you were an actual like well-oiled machine, like an ironed out operation, right, you wouldn't be asking questions like that the moment, like 5 seconds before the mission starts, You
wouldn't be like, are we going to have a problem? Are you going to basically blow up any mission that you're part of my team with, right? Like presumably like basically sit within 24 hours of doing this kind of mission. It's
like, well, we're behind the drop-off line, so now was not the time to ask that question.
And then also kind of like going hand in hand with that is the handing her gun, which was cool for transition, yes, but like when you think about it, is that how they do that? Like, here's your standard issue gun that we hand you right at the start of a mission, right? Like, I don't think that's how it works.
Gun.
Here's your mission gun.
I'd say the other thing we know about Ryan Drake is that he presumably is a Highlander with an accent because he must be from lots of different places.
I mean, I think that basically having seen, things like the Jack Ryan films and then the Mission Impossible, all this stuff, that like essentially seeing all those does a lot of the work for the characterization of Ryan Drake here, right? It's just like presumably you understand who he is because he's not really anybody special. He's just every guy that's existed in.
It's like Wicked, where they're relying on you having seen the original Wizard of Oz. Like, it's like those movies are all part of our universe too.
Yes.
The thing, this whole setup here reminds me a lot of True Lies, but with all of the quality stripped out. So all of the way that they play into the tropes in that on purpose in order to sort of give you the humor from
before they undercut all of the tropes, like kind of subvert expectations with the.
Yeah, I mean, even to the point of doing the guy in the van thing that Tom Arnold does, that he doesn't want to be the guy in the van anymore, is an undercutting of that has been reused hundreds of times since. But it's like, no, let's just do it the boring way.
I mean, True Lies is probably one of my least favorite James Cameron movies. Definitely. But like it clearly defines the characters. We clearly know their missions. We know their motivations. We know what's going on with them. We know what's going on with those characters.
And Arnold can act,
Yeah, it's actually one of his best performances. That in Total Recall.
True. True. He sells it, Yeah. So with this, I would say that Lucas's bad dialogue is at least more interesting usually. Like it's bad in an interesting way. Whereas like this is just like
it's bad because like he's really trying to get like a weird point across or like some idea out, whereas this is just like, okay, factory settings, how do we explain why this character is here and what they're up to?
Yeah.
I mean, say what you will about George Lucas's dialogue, it is quite bad and it is exposition heavy, but at least he's telling you the shit you need to know, unlike this mission where I'm like, we've had so much exposition. I don't know what this mission is. I don't know.
Brian Drake giving us a monologue that tells him very much about him is anything close to as much about him as you learn from Anakin when he's talking about fucking sand.
Yeah.
Serial numbers match the missing consignment.
Alpha, you're at 50 rads. Watch yourself.
He is, of course, his name is Alpha.
Oh, so the rads that represents because they're doing a nuclear. I can't even say it wrong.
Yeah, that's radioactivity. Yeah.
Contact! Contact!
Alpha? Alpha, what's happening in there?
Contact, and they started shooting them.
Move!
I will say this. I basically know where everyone is and what's kind of happening. I understand for the most part who's shooting and who's being shot at and whatnot. That's
sort of, but here I'm a little bit confused by the distance because it looks as if they're really, really close together. Like that scene in Police Squad where they're shooting each other from like two bins away.
Yeah.
It looks as if they're like really close. So that's the bit that's confusing me. I mean, it looks as if he could spit on one of them from where he is.
I think a bullet hit him, maybe, and then that's Ryan Drake that was right there on the screen just now. Right.
It just occurred to me, like, we're focusing mainly on Frost on this one. Does that make this a gender swap?
Okay. Now,
so, I mean,
because they do all the fucking time, I want to stop. Look at his fucking face. Look how goofy his face looks here. Oh my god, he looks so stupid. Because they always do that with like funny, awkward freeze frames. You know what I mean? Especially of women.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look how terrible this is because of that awkward freeze frame. All right.
Because this is a movie meant to be paused at an awkward frame. Absolutely.
Yep.
Gas! Go, Victor!
What did he say?
Alpha.
Like I couldn't understand what he was saying.
Something exciting is happening
on the screen. He's like, yes.
Okay, what was it that they weren't expecting to happen here? Like they come in here heavily armed. They're clearly expecting some sort of combat. Like if you're going to do an action scene where there's suddenly like a turn and now our characters are losing, you need to establish what it is that happened that changed. You know what I mean? Like
what was their objective? What went wrong? What went
from the very beginning of firing of a contact? They started shitting their pants. Is what it seems like. Like like contact. We didn't expect that.
Guys, we're going into this building for shiggles.
Like you can watch, and I think it's like not a great action scene, but like you watch the final battle in Avengers Endgame, and it's like, okay, they're having a fight, the armies are clashing, and then Thanos decides to rain fire down, and now he's got the upper hand, and then something happens to change that, and so now he no longer has the upper hand. Like you know what's going on and why people are panicking when they are and when they're, you know, I just have no fucking clue. Like, oh, okay, I guess something wasn't supposed to happen there.
I mean, Avengers Endgame, the final battle is messy just because there's so many fucking elements in it. But they do let you know the key things happening. That like, hey, you know, this is this guy's got the upper hand. Now they've got the upper hand. They let you know that. Like,
from what we just saw, he was firing on someone. It was firing on him, and then suddenly he kind of stopped, and then seemed to freak out a little bit more as he squatted down and yelled something basically incoherent.
Yeah, I assume the bad guys are or the good guys are in trouble. Why exactly are they in trouble? What do they not expect? I don't fucking know. I don't.
They fired bullets at him and they didn't die, I guess. So like now, what do we do? They're still going. They're still there. Shit.
Well, I'm all out of ideas.
Did you try shooting them again? Did you try?
Oh, this is such a rip-off of Aliens as well.
Yes.
But
hey, Poe!
Drive the goddamn transport, you know, onto the fucking axle, grind the axle down. Yeah.
Alpha, hang in there. I'm coming for you.
What?
What's she gonna do?
What the fuck just happened, dude? She fucking
they did that. Okay.
Big damn hero moment. All right, let's see it.
Great moment.
Alpha, hang in there.
I mean,
coming for you.
The response to getting hit is fucking priceless.
She even got the first hit in, so like,
she
is not on
she
top
looks
of
like
this.
she looks like shocked that he had fists at all. Like that was what that felt like. Like
Oh,
it's literally
fight back. Oh.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing as what they're dealing with in there, where they're like, we shot him and they didn't instantly die. Like, wait a minute. Like nobody's prepared for.
I mean, everything about that was terrible.
She's like she got me right in the ear.
She's just watched them walk probably half a mile to the building that they're in. We watched them walk that way. She gets out of the van, not thinking of driving the van there, but she's just going to walk up there herself to save that guy who we have no idea what's happened to him at all.
Nope.
And then she steps out, and that soldier guy just seemed quite surprised that she was there, getting out of the car.
Yeah.
Even though it seemed like he saw her first, and yet she was able to hit him first, is what it seems like happened. And then he got her, of course, which was really surprising to her for some reason. And now she's, I guess,
it's a bit like that scene at the end of Austin Powers where Random Task hits him with his shoe. That's what her reaction.
That was a fucking shoe.
Ow, that really hurt. What are you punching me for? Come on.
Yeah. Well, she's about to experience you know, some tough stuff. So.
You good?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my back over there.
Oh, will Stevie hurt herself again?
I wonder if they cleared those Corona bottles.
Oh, sure.
Lawsuit.
A little convenience store, hey? Think you're king shit?
Wait, why do they? Okay, they both have open bottles of beer that they're drinking, and there's also another full open bottle sitting. Like, did they just pre-open?
Listen, you want to keep the Corona.
Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm wrong. It's not open. My bad.
I was going to say, if they're homeless, maybe that's their pee bottles.
Break us into that place
Oh.
so easily. There's no way you were.
Well, the
letting
nice
her
thing about
disable
Corona
alarm
and pee
systems in
bottles
high
is that you
school.
won't notice a difference.
Right.
My dad. My real dad. He used to install shit like that for a living, and he'd take me with him sometimes. I don't know, I guess it was his way of, like, teaching me life skills or some shit.
She's not terrible sometimes. I'll say that.
Yeah,
Not
no,
terrible.
she is she's probably one of the better actresses here.
It's just the backstory.
Not a high bar, by the way.
The backstory is so generic, and the question is like, how did you get into that security system? You didn't just learn that yourself. Oh no! Interestingly, this is some character development for me. This was my real father. He was. This is what he did for a living, and he used to take me along.
You know, I wanted to like. We'll see if it comes together, but I think for me, the issue right now mainly is that we're jumping between different stories, and I'm not feeling any connection between these stories or the character. Maybe they'll come together later, but right now it's like, okay.
I mean, I will say that at the end, I think that you can probably see what they were going for, but I don't know that it really works. So,
I mean, if I had to guess, the whole reason to do these flashbacks is to show how she's able to survive whatever she's about to go through.
Yes,
in theory.
Yeah.
Seems like a good guy.
Yeah, he was.
Oh shit! Actually, drink the piss.
What about you? What was your dad like?
Oh, that had a cigarette in it.
Mine? Never even met the guy. He cleared out the moment he found out I was on the way. At least that's how my mom told it anyway when she was sober enough to do so.
Shit,
Oh,
Stevie,
that
I'm
natural
so sorry.
dialogue.
They have
It's fine.
like, at least they're able to do their makeup and stuff.
Anyway, fuck that shit. Past is over.
Living so harshly.
Me and you, we gotta start making plans for the future. I'm serious, the world's our oyster, girl, and we can do whatever we want.
What do you want?
I want a car.
You can't even fucking drive.
Yeah, well, I'll learn how to fucking drive.
I pity your instructor.
I'm serious. We're gonna get out of this place.
Oh.
You, me, the horizon,
The Horizon's gonna get out of this place?
and we're gonna go to a different town every night. Be a new person. At least for a little while. Probably sounds
Is she
dumb to
also
you.
just 4 days away from retirement?
No, let's do it.
One last job.
Me, the horizon. We'll leave this life behind. We'll start a new one.
And she's dead.
That sounds pretty fucking good, doesn't it? Yeah.
I want this to be like the scene in the beginning of the Velocipaster where he like goes out to greet his parents and he's like, "Hi, Mom and Dad," and they instantly explode.
That sounds.
I've been tempted to watch that. That
I've heard
movie
of the
sounds
movie,
so stupid that
It's so funny.
I want to. I kind of want.
They love having bags on people's heads, these lot, don't they?
Oh, you son of a bitch.
You're the bad guy. You've got the nuke.
He's not, he's the boss that got killed at the beginning of Rogue Elements.
You're in trouble now, little girl. You probably have a lot
Is
of
this a
questions
prequel then?
running through that head of yours.
Dude, okay.
Well, yeah.
Fucking obvious.
If the Critical Drinker were reviewing this movie, he would be bitching so hard about how often they bring up that she's a woman. Like, it's happened in every dialogue scene where someone says, "Oh, and you're a girl in the military. You're a girl in the CIA." Like, he would be so upset about that.
I mean, he would also be upset that this is literally called a Ryan Drake story or whatever, and Ryan Drake's barely in this. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is not
Is she
his story.
Is she supposed to know who he is?
Yeah.
Yes, she saw.
No, I mean she called him a son of a bitch, so she knows who he is.
Yeah.
But that indicates that she knows him more personally, almost, right? Like, whereas she knows who he is, but that kind of dialogue tells me anyway that like there's some kind of personal thing. Like, oh, you.
Yeah, is this guy like an antagonist, or is this like is he betraying her right now?
But if we've seen Rogue Elements, we'll know that he's Ryan Drake's mentor.
Oh, I didn't recognize the guy. Oh, okay. Oh, that he. All right.
Yeah, he's the one that gets killed. He's the one that gets killed at the very beginning by the bad guy. He tortures him with the hammer and then
You might have
records it.
stumbled upon something in this movie that you know. I didn't even think about that, but yeah.
I'd just like to say I do not remember Rogue Elements that well. It did not stick in my head at all.
There was a rogue element. You should remember that much.
Yes, I do remember that.
Both, in front of and behind the camera. Anyway, yeah. So this is I'm not going to spoil it, but
Then you can save us both some time and tell me what I want to know. Names of your teammates and your evac plan.
So they made it out, huh?
I didn't say that.
No, you didn't have to. You wouldn't be asking me if you didn't need to find where they were, and if they go
We
back
know
and they rat
that.
you out, you are so fucked.
Enough. Tell me now. Otherwise, I stop being so polite.
You know I can't do that.
Does she know him?
no, I don't think so.
Staring contest.
It's just that weird line about "you son of a bitch." That's the sort of thing that you'd say to somebody you know, or at least you acknowledge that you. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no.
Are they holding her head back?
Lasts about 30 seconds before panic sets in. Let's see how you do. We can do this all day. By the time we're through, you'll be begging me to kill you.
The longer I hold out, the further they get away. How does that feel, motherfucker?
Oh, good line.
Wrong answer.
Phoebe, get up. We gotta go. Get up. No, Phoebe, get up. Get up.
Do you ever see what happens?
No, stop.
Wait, she's not gonna make it?
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
No fix in this way. You know there isn't. What the fuck? Did you pull a knife on that cashier? What did you think was gonna happen? You stupid.
Oh my god!
You think your life's worth a bag of food?
Can you explain things that happen on screen in any way different than just telling us? Like,
Can anybody remember the first rule of writing a screenplay?
Is to be as blatant as possible with your exposition. Just blatantly say what's happening. Don't show anything. Don't.
It's
literally
tell, don't show, isn't it? That's the first rule.
Yeah.
Tell, don't show.
The line would be better if you removed the part about the cashier. If she had just said, "Why did you do that?" Then you'd be like, "Oh, she did something," and you can imagine it yourself. But like, you don't. It's literally, "I can't believe you committed suicide." It's that exact
I
thing.
cannot believe you pulled a gun on the cashier. I cannot believe. I cannot.
I cannot believe you pulled a knife on the cashier and then he pulled out a gun when you were looking.
And then he had a gun,
shot
and then he shot you, and now you're here and you're dying. That's not.
Yeah, and that also now that just raises the question of like, how the hell did she get back here? But now they're trying to leave here. Like, if you say, "Why did you do that?" Then you can imagine what happened. But like now, I'm thinking of the logistics of this whole thing, and like again, they don't like he does not understand how to deliver information in a human way at all, and it.
I mean, here's spitballing. Here's how I would do the scene. I would have her in the back of the car, bleeding, and I would have the other one in the front, or saying stuff like, "We've got to get you to the hospital. We've got to get you to the hospital." She's saying, "No, I can't go to a hospital. They'll have to tell the police," something along those lines. And then she says, "I can't believe that prick shot you." We don't need to know anything else. We don't need to know it was a cashier. We don't need to know any of it. The information we need to know is that she's been shot and she is dying, which those are the two bits of information you need. We don't need to know the exact situation.
It won't be bad to know that was her fault as well, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, like you can establish that information in such a better, like immediately.
Oh, yeah.
If you have her in the car or whatever, you can like instead of saying she was shot, instead of saying what exactly happened, you can say, "Just remember, just keep your hand over the wound," or whatever. Like, just like do things like that are things that a character would say in that situation to to each other. Everybody knows what's going on. She's trying to things that are not just repeating the events that just happened off screen. And I'm saying this wrong, but I'm like, there's so many easier ways to communicate this that would not require any more budget, that would not require any more complicated acting or anything like that they could have done that would not have been this fucking stupid.
So, let's see. I'm trying to determine here how much money this took in. Because that I think it was like several $100,000, right? For this.
Well,
yeah.
I'm looking over this, and yes, you said Will Jordan was the only writer, but it turns out Neil Breen did a rewrite.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, they couldn't they have just shot like a scene? I mean, that doesn't even seem like a very expensive scene to shoot.
No, because they took all the money they made on this one. I think it was about the same as last time, but it was roughly the same amount of money that they took in from half as many people, which is weird.
Right.
But they've split it. You got to remember they've split it. This is the second of 3 films, and you know that the All in Good Time budget must have been at least $1 million.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Oh, guys, we are making fun of Time Man. That is
it real?
Yes. Hold on, I need to.
Damn.
Is that Critical Drinker's next project?
It is Travis Grant's one of his upcoming projects.
Oh, okay. Well,
that kind of makes me sad. It's an advertisement.
We thought
I'll treat it as an Easter egg. But also
for treating it as a generic, made-up film when it's.
I mean, this sounds like a movie that stars Jean-Claude Schwarzenegger or some shit.
I will say, Time Man is a better title than any of the Rogue Elements projects have been because it sounds goofy. Like it's a goofy sounding title, so at least gives me some idea. If they try to play it 100% serious, then that's a weird title to pick. But at least it evokes something in my brain.
Darkman would be an example of one that's like similar, where like it actually does well with the premise and the kind of tone of the film.
The problem with Time Man is the words themselves run together, unfortunately. So it sounds like you're saying Tie Man, not Time Man, unless you overpronounce it. And even on the poster there, it looks like Timer Man.
Maybe his last name is Timmerman.
Could be.
Also, Darkman. Also, Darkman had Sam Raimi behind it.
Yeah,
that's a difference.
Basically the same thing. All right. It is. I mean, it's generic, but it's also better than, once again, anything that this crap has put out so far. I can't believe you
both know how this ends. The only question is how long it takes us to get there. Why are you making me do that?
Were they trying to like make her look sexy when she's wet instead of like stressed as she, presumably.
Oh yeah. I don't even think about that. Yeah.
You really think the agency even gives a shit about you?
Yeah. Oh, well. Okay, am I going insane? Like her makeup still looks good after they just dumped water all over her. No.
Right, and then also, as I said at the beginning of this, like you might have noticed that sometimes Critical Drinker maybe betrays a little misogyny in some of his content.
New York financier, Critical Drinker.
I can't help but think of that with the fact that this chick has been like multiple times so far. They linger on her being attacked. It's kind of like I don't know.
It's also weird. Like she got hit in the face, right? And she doesn't display any. I can't tell where she was even injured in this. Like again, they're going for like regular standard makeup.
I mean, we've seen her with bruises on her face before as well.
Think about also the intensity of the music in the transition to the flashback at the beginning versus the music they're playing when she's getting waterboarded. It's so chill, the waterboard music. It's so fucking just like it doesn't even change from them having a conversation to whenever he was like, she had her head back and they're pouring the water. It was just same kind of low intensity music basically.
And the thing that still gets me though is that it's pretty obvious where this is going now for me, having recognized this guy and seen them waterboard you know, that technique that the CIA do.
Are you saying you know who is has created this, you know, sort of test of
trial by fire?
I mean, the title
Yeah,
kind of gives it away too.
That can't. That's not going. That's not intended to be a clever twist, is it? Surely, because otherwise, why would you use this guy who fans of the Critical Drinker will instantly recognize as
they're really hoping that people outside of the people that watched it will watch this one.
That's true.
So just to be clear, there are fans of Critical Drinker. I don't think there are fans of Rogue Elements.
True. I don't think they're fans of movies.
No.
I think it was Adam from what's it called? That movie channel. I forget the name of it.
YMS?
Yeah, that's it. I think he was the one that said that basically, like, Critical Drinkers fans are not film fans. They're basically fans of the you know, sort of political leanings and anti woke, you know, anti blah 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 kind of sentiment that he traffics in, and then because they vaguely know what the movies are, that's why he talks about such superficial and like blockbuster films, and doesn't ever talk about anything beyond that, even though there's plenty of films that he could talk about if you really want to talk about movies that, you know, are unique or something. But yeah,
channel his size, he'd get to a film festival quite easily and just talk about a whole bunch of shit.
Now that that idea has been pointed out, I feel like if this is what we're imagining it to be, where this is some sort of like an intentional trial or whatever, a better title for this movie would have been Trial by Water. Then at least like it's related to the events happening.
Yeah.
And like it's not just a common phrase. It's not like a brilliant title. I'm not like it's not genius or anything, but it would at least like evoke something.
I know that I would end up calling that Too Clever by Half. If that's what it was. But yeah, I mean, either way, it's
at least you would remember it though.
There would be some thematic kind of cohesion at least. Yeah.
I think I would have called it extraordinarily renditioned. Nice and clunky.
Yeah. I mean, maybe the trial by fire is just referring to you know, what Ryan Drake experienced in that gunfight, because like, I mean, this is just some chick, who cares what she goes through, right?
True.
A case number. You die out here, I'll just put another little star on their memorial wall at Langley.
This guy, he's not like a terrible actor, it seems like, but he is not right for this role. He's not doing it, you know. He's not selling it as a menacing, you know. Anyway.
It'll be like you never existed. But those are the people you want to die for. Are they?
Yeah, her makeup's fucking perfect.
TikTok shitbird.
She looks hotter the more they waterboard her.
After watching him complain about all of the one-liners in Supergirl in his video, TikTok shitbird is a choice.
TikTok shitbird. That sounds like that should be in All in Good Time anyway.
Yeah,
it should be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolute cinema.
Mahler's kicking himself. He's like, I could have put another clock motif in there.
God, I'm kicking myself in that one. Yeah.
No, fuck that. Get up. Get up. We're going. Get up.
I swear this is the same room that she had her fight in Rogue Elements.
Look, if you stay here with me, your life is done. It's done, okay?
The hashtag taking the world by storm.
You'll be okay. You'll be okay. You'll be better than me.
I think we're gonna need 3 or more shots of this, because I don't know what's going on. Okay.
Is she about to tell her to join the army? It feels like she's about to tell her with a dying breath, join the army. She still could have called a doctor.
It also takes a long time usually to die from a gut shot, from what I understand. Like it's not something that you just are. I mean, it's going to hurt really bad, and it could really fuck some stuff up, and you might die. But like, you're more likely to live from that than like, you know, being shot in the chest.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I can understand the friend being like, "Don't take me to the hospital. I've been shot. They'll report that. You know, I'll get in trouble." I understand that, but you still care about them, right? You still take them to the hospital, because a gut shot, if they get to it in time, they should be able to treat it. They should.
Yeah.
Even if you're not going to take her to the hospital, at least as she's lying there dying, phone an ambulance for her anonymously.
And she could have probably survived longer if they didn't take her back to the safe house after, like if they just went straight to the hospital.
Yeah, they obviously
there is that.
They actually moved her body to a car and then dropped her off here.
Yeah, quick detour.
Really wasted some time here, didn't we? Yeah, we did.
You might have survived if we didn't do that.
Don't unlock the door for the cops to come in. Don't do that.
Why is the water coming down at her feet like that?
Yeah, at first I was like, is she like kissing herself a lot? What?
Okay, I cannot tell. It feels like they're shooting this in different ways, and at some angles it looks like they're pouring the water over her face going down, which is not effective waterboarding. Like when her head is tilted.
Good.
Yeah. Like when her head is tilted back and it's like right over your nostrils or whatever, fine. But if her face is like this and you're pouring water over it, like it's uncomfortable, but that's not waterboarding. It's not getting into your.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you want, breathe through your mouth.
If you want to see somebody get waterboarded safely, Christopher Hitchens famously said,
"Yeah,
he didn't believe that waterboarding was that bad, and so he had it done to him and survived for about 5 seconds." Before he was desperately,
there's like, I mean, they could have shot this where like the guy doing it is like basically obstructing most of the view, so you can't see that they're, you know what I mean, that her face is yeah. There's ways they could have done this other than just showing multiple angles of how it doesn't look very realistic. I mean, you know, I'm sure the drink.
Well, I mean, there are ways to shoot it where you don't. Yeah, obviously you don't actually.
Yeah, like shoot it, like have it the back of her head tilted back. You've got a rag over her face, and then you're pouring it like over her forehead, so it's just strolling down her face. You know what I mean? Like down her head.
They do
and then
have
you
the
can just
rag
see it
over. They have the rag over her face. They could easily design the rag to just deflect it, so it looks like it's going
remember,
in there, but it's
remember
not.
he complained about the water in a puddle that it was like just natural standing water because you know that could get somebody sick or whatever, and he thought that was like
health and safety gone mad. Yeah, he did complain that health and safety wouldn't let them shove somebody's face into a muddy puddle of standing water.
So I wonder if they had somebody on set here, or if he was like, "No, we don't need anybody to." You know, should be okay.
We'll wing it.
Probably, yeah.
What's confusing me though is that the earlier flashbacks seem unconnected to her, whereas these recent ones seem directly connected to her being waterboarded, as if that's where her mind is going back to. So thematically, I'm a bit lost as to what the purpose of seeing these flashbacks at these times are. But
trials by fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. Or water, whatever.
Oh, now I get the title. Oh,
Smart ass comebacks.
I mean, to be fair, in Drinker's defense, when talking about the comments he made about Supergirl having too many quips, he probably would have felt better about it if they had waterboarded her every time she had a quip.
I mean, let's be real. She didn't have a quip as good as TikTok shitbird. So.
Yeah, something you want to say.
You know something, you're right. The agency doesn't care if I live or die. No one does.
I figured you'd come around.
Wrong. Because if I die without giving you what you want, then other people get to live. And maybe they'll do better than me. And maybe one day they'll come back and they'll find you.
Oh,
but you'll still
Can
be
we
dead.
not just say the thing? Can we not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But at least I died for something.
At the
What are
same
you gonna
time, knowing how dumb generally his fans are, he's kind of doing them a service by spelling things out this way. Like he's kind of like meeting his audience where they're at, right? Like they would.
He heard that writing rule where if you show something 3 times, the audience will remember it, and just rewrote that to if you say something 3 times, then the audience will remember it. So they're just going to repeat like every single concept over and over again to drill it into your head.
So at least we got at least one more waterboarding to look forward to, guys.
Is anybody feeling wistful to the good old days when we had dialogue like TikTok shitbird? The happy times.
die for in the end.
What just happened? What?
Gotcha.
Staring contest.
God, they were still going with that?
What? How did she get more mascara?
Now her mascara is running. Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't the waterboarding they did, it was something else.
You're safe now, Kira. You're okay.
That was very, very fucking anticlimactic, man. That was fucking so... Like, I knew how it ended. Like I said, I skimmed it, but I did not actually watch the moment that it happened all the way through like that. So, like, the way it plays out is so fucking lame.
I mean... listen, I have not seen this before. I knew nothing about it. Like, I saw this coming like fucking mile away, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. I mean, but they could have had like for the people that didn't see it coming, they could have had it seemed like she's about to get shot, maybe like they're, you know, the guy comes up, puts the gun to her head or something, and then I don't know, some kind of switcheroo, and suddenly she's freed. Something where like the moment before you realize she's freed, it's very, very tense. Instead, it just kind of farts and nothing interesting happens.
And a gas.
I also, I want to comment on this because like it's not the end of the world or anything, but I know, like they're shooting this at a ridiculously wide aperture to the point where like it looks almost fake. Like the background is the depth of field is so shallow that it's uncomfortable. Like the last shot, if you go back to like Ryan Drake, just his face. Like I noticed this when you posted the screenshot earlier. Yeah, like that. Like way too fucking much. Looks like a portrait session. They're shooting this at what, like T1.8 or something? Like stop it down a little bit. I don't know. It's not the end of the world, but this does not look like a movie anymore. There is a fine line and he has crossed it.
How'd you fuck
After
this up?
600 hours, I'm officially concluding this exercise.
What? It's that guy too?
They were all in
What
on
a
it.
twist.
Not the guy with the long hair and the mustache,
You
surely.
got some balls on you, I'll say that. I didn't think he'd make it to the end, Frost. Glad I was wrong.
The only trial she's had has been being waterboarded. Like, if you're gonna put this through, if you're gonna make this a whole like character thing about her resilience, have her face more than one thing.
Well,
I mean,
it died too.
It does remind me a bit of of a movie I saw a long time ago that was super predictable. You might remember it was called The Village. But the big difference being that was way more entertaining.
Yeah. That at least before they revealed that the reveal was kind of stupid, it at least had some interesting stuff going on before that, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is ridiculous.
It wasn't particularly good, but yes.
How do you whiff this? I mean, his hair has changed. I thought that previous scene was the scene where we first see him was a flashback because his hair was a different length. But no,
I mean, was there ever a possibility in hindsight? I guess there was never any possibility that it turns out, oh, Critical Drinker actually can write a movie really well. You know what I mean? Like that was. Is there? I don't know. Of course, in hindsight, it's like, of course, this is how it turns out. Of course, he was never fucking. Everything that he does in his content is all about, you know, because he doesn't actually have the talent to fucking do what he wishes he could do, and now he's proven it a couple of times over.
Yeah. Watching this, I have no idea what he possibly learned from Rogue Elements. Because honestly, I feel like this might actually be a bit worse.
I know what he learned, and that's the don't. I mean, he did. And sincerely, they didn't write such a big action centric, thing. It's shorter. It's not so action heavy. Had one little, shootout that barely happened, and then that's it. And that was one of the things he said that he wished they'd done differently. So I mean, I'll give him that. That's something they did.
Just everything about it is so piss poor. I cannot believe. And not only that, it's quite a lot like All in Good Time. It's like him and Mauler went off the same prompt of some sort of hostage situation.
I mean, I do think it's bizarre how these guys just make fucking action movies. Is that all they fucking want? Just generic fucking action movies?
Is it out of the realm of reason that instead of, they either could have done it like both said, let's agree on a prompt to start from and then see what we each come up with. That's possible. But I think what's more likely is that Mahler copied Drinker's homework. Basically, he saw what Drinker was doing and he was like, oh, so because he's always wanted to impress his daddy and stuff. So I think he just kind of took some cues, maybe consciously or subconsciously. I don't know. But that's what's, I'm guessing that's what happened.
How much longer is there of this actual film?
There is. So this is at 21 minutes, and the whole thing is like 25 or some shit. There's
percentage of that's going to be credits too.
Yeah, this is basically over now.
Okay.
Well, we've all been through.
I was captured.
Wait, what did you just say?
I think he said what we've all been.
That's what I think he said. Yeah, that's fucking crazy, dude. You just fucking put her through this. Which let's talk about the fucking ethics of that shit on its own, right? But like, and then just going, well, we've all been through some shit here. You know what I'm saying? we couldn't even get lunch where we wanted to. It was closed by the time we got out of here.
Just this morning, I stubbed my toe really fucking bad.
This has been a tough day for all of us. Let me tell you, my back is acting up like you wouldn't believe.
Got a hangnail. My God.
You got some balls on you, I'll say that. I didn't think he'd make it to the end, Frost. Glad I was wrong.
This was a fucking setup.
A test? Well,
You are finding out what the audience knew like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, he says one we've all been through.
failure.
Apparently they do this to all of them.
We're always going to get you here, we made sure of it.
Why?
What do you think will happen if you ever capture for real? Think the cavalry's going to come save you? Sometimes we don't come home. That's a job. You can either accept it or you can't. This is how we'll find out.
Is not, in fact, how they find out.
To take you to debriefing. It's a lot, I know.
It wouldn't be a debriefing, it would be a briefing.
Let's give yourself a minute, get your head together.
Don't fucking touch me!
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not gonna be part of your sick fucking games. You hear me?
No, you already
I'm
wrote it.
Response?
I'm fucking done!
Correct response?
Yeah, that's actually reasonable in my opinion.
You were wrong back there, you know. Your life does matter. To us, at least.
Does he?
Your safety, your psychological well-being, no, not so much. But your life, sure. Yeah.
Everybody knows waterboarding isn't really torture anyway, so.
Right, yeah. She should punch him. That would be satisfying.
That'd be reasonable in my opinion. And
she got a model haircut.
I'm a grown lady now.
Oh, there she is. Your file said you'd failed the test. I knew they were wrong.
Why?
Some people get dealt with shitty hand in life. Doesn't mean there can't be something better.
Yeah, you're still an asshole.
That I am. But I'm right.
I ask you a question,
tortured
why?
you. Good times.
Get an honest answer. Did you mean what you said in the forest? About not giving up on me?
It's what all abusers say.
Yeah.
There's not many guarantees in this line of work. But I can promise you this. If you're there for us, we'll be there for you.
Conditional. Yeah, that's very cool.
I was thinking Friends.
No lies?
That was exactly what I did. I wanted to make sure that was I did the clap. Yeah.
I didn't even think of that. Holy shit.
We'll be there for you.
You play it straight with me, or I swear to God, I will walk out for good.
Deal.
When the water starts to board.
Because this is exactly what someone like Will Jordan thinks a woman should do whenever she's been. Look, this is a man who has just put her through literal torture to, I guess, test her to see if she's loyal, to see, how badass she was. She has some balls, right? And the correct response in his mind for a woman going through that, being put through that, is to go, okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. You made a good point, right? Like you showed me something about myself by putting me through that, and I'm here. I'm sticking it out. That's fucking literally abusive shit. It's fucking nuts.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll have whatever he's having.
Okay, she should punch him though, at the very least.
Yeah, no shit, it's on you.
That's all you get.
She gets a free drink at least.
Yes.
Okay.
Can't handle liquor.
Oh,
Here's
you
a beer.
Just like a woman. Yeah.
Just
Thank
like a
you.
lady.
I'm sorry, she was drinking Corona earlier. She can handle anything.
Right. I mean,
he was clearly drinking some flat Coke, so.
I did not watch this part, actually.
We're gonna get out of this place.
That fucking wig, though, dude.
You don't think that's her real hair?
Me? We're gonna go to a different town every night. Be a new
The
person
friendship
with
I
thousands
actually
We
of
heard this
friends.
dialogue 10 minutes ago. We don't
No,
need to hear it
let's do it.
repeated.
You, me, the horizon. We'll leave this life behind.
What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah.
My God.
I think that was worse than Rogue Elements, I'll be honest.
I think it was as well. I generally do think it was worse.
On a filmmaking level, just like, the craft, the technical aspect, it was better. The music was not so fucking loud that you couldn't hear what people are saying. That's a big plus, I guess, if you want to hear what the fuck there's. Maybe that was something that was going in Rogue Element's favor because you couldn't quite make out some of the fucking dumbass dialogue.
Maybe, yeah.
It is entirely in the writing department. That's this one was way more demanding of the writing because it was trying to be about a character, whereas Rogue Elements was kind of just an action set piece. So you could at least get into the action. It is entirely Will Jordan that is the problem with this production. If someone had written an acceptable, passable script for this, then the directing is a little bit amateurish sometimes, but it's fine. It is perfectly
could have done all right. None of them were. I don't think any of those actors are inherently terrible actors necessarily based on this, but that they were not given good material for sure. And
they were given lines of dialogue that are impossible to deliver naturally because people don't talk like that. They don't repeat what just happened over and over again.
The worst thing you can say about how it was filmed is that sometimes it was a little bland and shot reverse shot, but it was better. The filming, the actual craft of the filming of it was better than Rogue Elements, but the dialogue was pathetic. I mean,
it's such a catch-22 where the only reason any of this is getting made or being funded is because Critical Drinker is famous, but also he's the entire reason why it can never be good because he can't fucking write for shit and he's not self-reflective enough to get better at it. And yeah.
I mean, it's every element of it is generic. Seen it before 1,000 times. Every single different element of it.
It could have it could have benefited from a rogue element or two. Yeah.
So yes, Chris. Technically, this is better than Birdemic, but Birdemic is so much fun to watch. It is so bad.
I honestly have to disagree. In terms of how it's shot and everything, sure, this is better than Birdemic, directing wise or whatever. But the thing with Birdemic that makes it better for me in terms of the writing is that like I can at least sense like an authorial intent behind it. Like that movie is trying to do something because the director sincerely wanted to tell a story. It's not a well-told story, and he makes his political points like by bashing you over the head with it, but he's not just ripping off somebody else's thing. Like only James DeWin could have made Birdemic. Any fucking action writer could have written this in like 45 minutes while they were wasted out of their mind, you know? It did not have to be Critical Drinker.
The basic elements here are like a checklist of first day of having a go at writing. Abusive stepfather, homelessness, friend gets killed. Then we skip forward to her joining the CIA, having apparently been kicked out of the army, and then getting tortured by her own team to test her mettle, and her passing the test.
And let's also think about this. You know, I hate to keep harping on this part, but like, you know, it matters, I think. She literally leaves an abusive home and then finds a friend that, you know, treats her with respect and stuff. And that friend does a stupid thing and then dies. And then she just finds herself in an abusive scenario and goes back to it. And that's how it resolves. That's how the thing resolves. And like that sucks. That's a
ultimately this would be good if it was a scathing critique of masculinity and how abuse works and how somebody who's abused from a young age always returns to their abuser.
If it was played like a tragedy, right? That she decided to
but it's not. It's a jolly film.
There is something so poetic about the Critical Drinker's first like woman-led story being about her having to learn to accept men abusing her. Like she runs away from an abusive household, and then she gets to the end of the story and she realizes, you know what? Maybe I should stay with the guy who waterboarded me.
Look, it's what I know. It's what I know. I'm good at dealing with this kind of shit, right? Like that's what
I mean.
Legitimately,
what reason has she got for joining that team?
Because the army, she sucked in the army.
Yeah, because she took the abuse well. And now, like looking back at it, so much of the like expository dialogue didn't even fucking matter. Like in the beginning when the stepdad comes in and he yells exactly why he's mad at her instead of just being mad at her and letting us assume something happened. Like that wasn't relevant. It wasn't like her, getting suspended from school or something came back later. So it's like he's giving us exposition for shit that doesn't even fucking matter. It's so irrelevant.
She could have been suspended from school for something that did kind of lend itself to the fact to more character of like the supports the idea that she doesn't put up with bullies or she fucking doesn't put up bullshit. You know what I mean? Something like that. But of course that would have gone completely against what ultimately happens in the short film.
Needs to de-Mary Sue her by showing how she's so good with computers because her dad fitted security systems. I mean, it's just a step too far. I think that's being like good at tech or even a hacker is something that in this day and age, I don't think you need to give a backstory to because every fucking 14-year-old can do it.
Yes.
Well, but you know, also, yeah, you do because that's what they did in the 90s. And that's, you know, how he writes a movie. It's based on calls while he's drunkenly typing about shit.
I'm confused about the timeline here because it looked as if she was supposed to be a kid in the like early 90s or late 80s or even late 70s based on sort of context clues, but she's got them Bluetooth headphones, so who knows how old she's supposed to be in that situation. I don't know how old she is when she joins the unit, because she's been through the army apparently and busted out of that, so I don't understand how long she's supposed to have been tortured for, because the context of what we saw gave us was that she was only tortured for the length that we saw her be tortured for, which is about 5 minutes. There was no intention to give us any sort of time passing. Does anybody want to guess how long she was supposed to have been captured and tortured for? Because it felt like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Hour and a half.
I think it was like 2. I think it was
we get no sense that she'd been there for days. I mean, giving us something.
I've got here a comment that was left underneath this video, which I believe, as far as I know, is still not necessarily public on YouTube. But they're, you know, people that support it, I suppose, and I guess fans or whatever are able to see it and watch it for some reason that they want to do that. But here is a comment and then a response from, I guess, the director or at least a producer or something like that. So the comment reads, I just couldn't get invested in this. I'm honestly past the point of being tired of women being pushed into every war, action, beer drinking type film lately. It takes me out of the grit and manly tone I'm looking for after all that girl boss sludge the last decade, and I found myself skipping through most of this. Perhaps I've even more jaded than the critical drinker himself, but I want Commando and Rambo to make a full comeback for my viewing pleasure. Maybe this film is good, but my defensive knee-jerk reaction was, here we go again. In a couple of days, I'll give it another shot, though.
These are
a me problem.
These are the. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
This is most likely a me problem after a decade of being force-fed the message and not the film itself. But damn, I just want big dudes fucking shit up. Oh my god, it's so gay. All right. What?
This is the audience that Critical Drinker has made for himself. He taught them to respond this way to this stuff, and so they're responding exactly how he trained them to, like good little puppies.
I mean, I don't know if you guys know this, but I keep bees, and I've been training those bees to sting anybody that looks and sounds and smells exactly like me. And then the other day, they all stung me, and I couldn't believe it. I was shocked.
Honestly, this is kind of like, obviously, yes, the ideal thing for outcome for somebody like Drinker would be that just they lose all their support, all their audience, and they just aren't able to even get any views on their videos anymore. Nobody cares. But in lieu of that, I think this is also a pretty good outcome for them, where he actually puts himself out there and he puts himself into some art and he gets it out there, and his audience just literally, bites the hand that feeds or whatever the fuck, because that's exactly
woke.
Yep.
Literally, he's going to release 2 movies, and both of them are going to get his fans being pissed off that like there's too much woman in it. Like you can't tell stories with these people. It doesn't fucking work.
And then so whoever Gradual Upgrade is on that account, I'm not sure, but responded, I guess I'll pass along a little pearl of wisdom. One of my old bosses told me. I used to be in sales, and I had a rough experience with a customer, and I let that bleed into my next sale and the one after that. My manager noticed that and told me each customer needs to be treated with a clean slate. They have nothing to do with your previous experience, and he was right. I adjusted my attitude and used that bit of advice my whole life. I have no agenda other than telling the best story I can and giving Frost as many dimensions as I can in 25 minutes. So I hope you give her a chance. And if you still don't like Dietrich's story, we'll take the boxes you're looking for. Will Dietrich's story really tick the Commando and Rambo boxes? I doubt it. But
wait, so he's admitting to just ticking boxes?
It's also such a cowardly response to get. Okay, objectively, it is decent advice to be willing to be like, all right, look at things with a clean slate, especially when they're made by different people. It's something that the Critical Drinker is incapable of doing, and that's why he, whatever. But then to end it with also, if you're still upset about women being in this, don't worry, we've got a man story coming up. Stand by your shit, dude.
Yeah.
Don't kowtow to people over stuff like that. Stand by your fucking actors.
When you train your audience to not treat everything with a clean slate and to judge everything through the lens of the message, then don't be surprised when they do that to your shit. And stop casting women in stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't write for women, so he might as well. He can't write for men either, but
I was going to say.
I mean, as if this gave Frost any dimensions. I mean, are we up to 2 dimensions for that character? In the first one, she's a computer hacker. In this one, she's a computer hack with a generic tragic past.
Yeah.
I'm so angry at this film because it is so dog shit. I just cannot believe it. It is. It's like he doesn't have a clue about any of the rules of storytelling, or has ever watched a film that does it well, about pacing, about how you show the passage of time.
I mean, I guess this does kind of help me understand him a little bit more when it comes to some of the crazy dumb shit that I've heard him say in his videos. It's there's been times when I'm like, is he saying this because he knows it's just is he intentionally doing a propaganda here, or does he just not understand? And it's no, he doesn't understand. He just doesn't understand film or story or narrative, character, nothing.
I mean, based on what we see here in a linear storytelling fashion, this all could have happened within a week, for all we know. In the Drinker's world, she leaves her abusive stepdad he's homeless for a day until that girl finds her. The next day they go out and rob somewhere and she gets shot. The next day after that she joins the army and gets kicked out. The day after that she joins the CIA, and the day after that she
no
gets
different
captured.
in each time period. Yeah, she's just the same.
There's nothing that gives us an idea of the passage of time.
Oh well, the shirt though, the shirt she was wearing at the beginning.
Yeah. So
shirt.
when she's younger, that's when she has the curly hair. When she's older, she doesn't have the curly hair.
When she graduates to
only at the very end, though, she has curly hair up until she ties it back and it doesn't look curly anymore. And then at the very end, she's got rid of the curly hair. Even the shirt she's wearing, that sort of towel t-shirt, that towel material t-shirt, she's wearing that when she's homeless on the streets.
And
so nothing is.
Look, it's just a near certainty that, like, okay, so you notice her makeup, her mascara was not running down her face the whole time she was getting waterboarded, and then afterward, it was. And I just feel like somebody, maybe Drinker, I don't know, said something like, you know how, like in the porn, something like that. You know what I mean? That's what I meant.
Okay, the opening shot of that is her being led out by the three masked men who turn out to be Drake and other guys. But they don't then replay that at the end. It takes us right back to the scene as we left it. So we don't actually see her being brought out by those guys. She's just out. Why wouldn't we just replay that scene to give us some geographical awareness?
Why would the climax of the whole thing be that they just stare at each other for 30 seconds and then, like, that's it? There's nothing, there's no indication of, like, what either one of them is really thinking, other than you just assume that once he's, kind of nods at the other guy and they take the fucking ropes off her hands, like, okay, he's done with her now. But like, what was it that made him go, okay, yeah, she's good, she's solid. Like, after waterboarding for her for either 20 minutes or 6 days, whatever it was, I don't know. I will say that this is less frustrating than All in Good Time, because that had such pretentious fucking try hard dialogue that it kept making my brain think that there was leading somewhere.
Yeah, like the gun jamming, them not shooting him in order. Like, I assumed there'd be a point to all that, and the point was just some fucking gas coming out of his neck.
It'd been funny if she just he goes to untie her and just fucking gas comes at her.
I just like the idea that this elite squad all has to go through this training where they're waterboarded for 20 minutes. They say, "Oh, we're not going to tell you anything," and then that's the test over. It's like, I'm convinced.
Wait a second. So they've all gone through it, and then they all
they're all cool with it, apparently. Oh,
they all take part in the abuse that they were victims of. Holy shit! It's brilliant.
I feel like Benoit Blanc in Glass Onion. It's not brilliant. It's just stupid.
It's just stupid.
So, guys, I have something exciting to announce.
What's that?
Get ready, because there is another one of these coming.
Oh my god!
Complications. Such a great title.
So they're all just gonna have to. Literally, we could just play the game where you interchange every single title, and they could all be.
Yeah.
Look,
I don't understand why he had that bloke back as well. That gives it away immediately that this is actually just them dicking around.
Well, I didn't recognize him.
I mean, you guys didn't spot it, but then
they benefit from the fact that nobody remembers Rogue Elements.
Who's pregnant? This movie should have ended with something like this, though.
Every movie's better with that scene. I'm just gonna say
it did. I mean, we made fun of it, but it did feel like that it was an intentional parody that had cut out all the jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like where she says, "I'll have what he's having" at the bar.
Oh, like, yeah. And I'll be there for you if you'll be there for me too.
I'll be there for you.
When the rain starts to fall.
My God.
the bartender had put a really sort of like flowery cocktail with cocktail umbrellas and straws and sparklers sticking out, that would have been a good joke. It's like they took a parody film and cut all the jokes out of it. They did the reverse of Airplane. They made 0 Hour out of Airplane.
Out of Airplane.
Oh God.
Yep.
Just bafflingly incomprehensible.
I mean,
not
look,
incomprehensible, entirely comprehensible, just dull.
Critical Drinker is a fucking fascist.
Yes.
And so they're, they're famously, they have no sense of humor. And they take themselves way too seriously. So, that's what you get.
The audacity, though, to build an entire career criticizing movies and then delivering these hot turds to us repeatedly. And his fans paying for it. So at least we're getting the sludge for free.
Fewer than the first time, though, right? Like, so I
yeah,
guess some of them have some sense of, self-respect or preservation or something. It does feel good to know that, like, basically some of the worst offenders of these grifters have put something out now. Mahler has done comic, and I still haven't checked that out. I really want to. I want to check out all those. Right one too.
I think so.
Yeah, they all wrote short stories for.
Yeah.
God, I should just
that Ripaverse crap.
Like a bullet. I can get one of those maybe on eBay or something. But yeah, and it's all terrible. Eric July. Yep.
I mean, the worst thing is this has been done.
Go ahead, Ryan. Go. Face your point.
I'm just going to say the worst thing is that this has been done better, like on a TV budget before. I mean, I think about the intense sort of torture scenes in 24, which was made 20 years ago. Jack Bauer threatening to shove a towel down a man's throat until it reaches his stomach acid and then slowly pulling it out so he burns his esophagus. That's terrifying. This wasn't.
But
you didn't even see him do it. Just the threat.
There are right-wingers who are capable of making good movies. Clint Eastwood is apparently a terrible person to work for, but he's made some good movies.
The guy that does he did what was it? They're really definitely conservative coded, but they are competently made films like Bone Tomahawk and Cell Block 99, whatever it's called.
Dallas Saunier.
Yeah, that guy's definitely conservative.
Going back, John Milius in the past. I mean, even like the guy who created 24, I think is quite right wing. That's why that is
Taylor.
Taylor Sheridan.
Yeah, Taylor Sheridan. Yeah.
I was going to say Taylor Sheridan's got some cringe coming out recently. It's kind of pissing me off. But like Hell and High Water, good fucking movie.
Very good movie. I love it. That was great. But you win a lot of points with me just by putting the dude in anything. So
and Ben Foster, Jesus.
That guy did not go as far as I would have expected based on his early career. You know what I mean?
It's one of those things. I think it's maybe it's weird to say. I think it's maybe because he's too good of an actor. Like you can't quite put a type on him because he's capable of doing too much.
Yeah, but like everything I saw with him, he was very fucking compelling every single time.
Yes.
Even made
bold choices considering he started out in the teen films.
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna have to get going.
Yeah,
this was fun. Glad you guys were able to hang out.
It was something.
The other thing I want to say is, of all the actors he should have got rid of, he should have kept the blonde woman and recast Ryan Drake, because I mean he's the worst one in these. Just his accent is all over the place. He's the one character I couldn't understand what they were saying half the time.
Yeah, you talking about Ryan Drake?
Yeah.
I mean, he looks cool though, right? Like he's got that glower down or whatever. I don't know what the fuck they see him.
He doesn't even look good. He's a little bit too doughy. He's a little bit too old.
Yeah.
But also not old enough. Like he's not a grizzled sort of.
No,
he's not a grizzled veteran, but he's not like the new guy either. Yeah,
he's the least interesting age for a guy playing that kind of role. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
another stinker. I can't wait till it's released wider and we get some more people's reactions to it, because wow.
Oh God, what do you think that's about? Jesus Christ. complications.
Something happens and there are complications.
So it's Dietrich. It's a Dietrich movie, I imagine. It's something about where he is on some mission and something happens that is a complication and he's got to get out of it, or he's got to wait on Ryan Drake to save him or help him get out of it, or something like that. That's
at some point he will face a trial by fire and there will be a rogue element.
Yes. And he'll be on a call. He'll be talking to Ryan Drake on the horn or whatever. He's like, there's been complications.
Well, we know he's going to face a big mobster. We know that much.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There will be a hacker involved.
Oh, a hacker. Of course.
And Mia and David for some reason.
I'm guessing at some point he gets double crossed by either Mia or David, who are on his team, and that's the complication. Something.
I bet you it'll be Mia because women do that.
Right.
It's true. Women do be double crossing.
They either accept their abuse or they become double crossers. That's the only two things you can do.
God, that'd be terrible if they did if she did the whole trial by fire and she was like, "Oh yeah, fuck you guys," a completely reasonable response, and she's paid as the villain for that.
I still don't know why she came back.
No, I don't know it either.
How good could that job possibly be?
Oh, I know why. Because she was used to abuse from her father. She got used to loving the abuse, and because Ryan Drake abused her, she now accepts it.
She understands abuse.
Well, she's in the CIA or the agency. She's in it. She could just
that or the
job.
It's possible that the medical plan has waterboarding insurance, so it was her only way to pay for it.
Guys, it's only like 50 cents extra for the waterboarding coverage, so of course I got it.
My God.
Just ask for a transfer. That's what you have to do. Say to him,
this goes far and beyond typical toxic work environment.
My job is to
Better
work.
Business Bureau.
My job is to work the computer. I'm the guy in the van. All I got to do is watch what they're doing and tell them what's going on. I don't even need to be in the same place. We've got satellites and Wi-Fi now. I could do it from an office here.
I will say I'm actually almost caught up with where the live action is watching the anime, so I guess I'll get spoilers for season 3 coming up soon.
Real quick before I go, I want to say X-Men 97 season 2, good stuff.
Oh, I'm excited to watch it. I'm waiting for my daughter to come here tomorrow night so we can start watching that.
As far as what's up?
Is it released all at once or is it
3 episodes out so far?
Yeah, there's 3 episodes out. There'll be a 4th one for the podcast, and we'll be covering the first 4 for the podcast.
And they had as far as I saw last, they had both critic and audience score were 100%.
The reviews I've been seeing for it are just fucking glowing, which to me just tells you they didn't need that one douchebag there. So hey.
Well, although his name is still credited for writing the season. So
well, he was somewhat involved, but he wasn't like he was involved with the story, but like as
if
far
you
as
listen to him, he was the only guy that made this show. So
right.
He's the one that created all these story ideas from scratch. It's all his ideas that he did. Right.
God,
I mean, he came up with X-Man. So
yeah, X-Man stuff. Yeah.
I mean, he's one of those guys. Like, if he wasn't a douchebag, I could see myself becoming a fan of his. But like, God, what a douchebag! What a
big piece of shit. And then, I mean, maybe he's the guy that came up with the idea to do a Veruca Salt drop. If so, look, I forgive him for everything because Volcano Girls. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all I'm gonna spoil. On that note, I'm outski. Y'all staying on, or you want me to end the stream, or what are we doing?
Well, if
I got ahead too, so
okay. If we're signing out, I'll go ahead and jump over, cover some comic books, look over Heel versus Babyface and Critical Drinker's response to Supergirl, since I've been hearing a lot about Critical Drinkers, and then I've actually got requests for Heel versus Babyface, so we'll cover that stuff. Hopefully quickly, because I was trying to get done earlier, and but yes.
All right.
So yeah, hop over to Bob's stream next, and he can review Supergirl, Critical Drinker's review of Supergirl, having seen Critical Drinker's effort.
Keep that in mind. Yeah, go check that out. subscribe to all the folks and check out all the things. I know Edger now has some excellent videos recently, as always, really. But you know,
I mean, Edgier than now, their channel's really popping off and well deserved because holy shit,
it's been kind of crazy.
Yeah. I was looking at your views like, damn.
I am going to say that I did note that you had very specific issue with like how waterboarding takes place, and then that combined with what's your criticism of, you know, prior with like I'm starting to wonder what fucking secret life you have going on. Is all I'm saying.
My question is, noting the symbolism in All in Good Time, is that there's a clock on the wall behind him, which is very suspicious.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm. And the clock is, it's stopped. So that's probably also symbolic. You know, it's deep.
What was TikTok shitbird? But you know, we're being bad faith is really what we're doing, so we shouldn't be so bad faith, guys. We're gonna stop now. So have a good.
Woo! Bad faith criticism. Are you a talentless YouTuber pretending to be an expert? Do you have a tantrum when you're criticized for being totally full of shit? Then the excuse you need is bad faith criticism.